counseling sessions here. We've also liaisoned with external experts and counselors, nutritionists, etc., to help you cope up with different challenges that you might face in your day-to-day student life. Our purpose is to destigmatize mental health-related conversations within the campus and also support and promote that we are all very diverse, very unique individuals, even though we are all going to become engineers after spending 4 years in this institution. In collaboration with the Art of Living group, we also conduct faculty and student development programs. Our vision in the near future is to set up a wonderful wellness center in the institution where all of us benefit in getting better, in getting healthier in different aspects. All of this is happening and is possible only because the leadership of this institution, our director, sir, our Dean Student Welfare, are very supportive of creating such an environment. So I don't want to make a lot of promises, but yes, the intent is very, very pure, and our dreams are very large, and we would want all of you to be a part of those dreams. In this spirit, in this direction, today's panel discussion is about empowering your physical and mental health, and this is how we've designed the panel. We have the brilliant cardiologist, a very, very renowned psychiatrist, and a person who was one day sitting amongst you years ago, right? And now is working with behavioral science and is doing wonderfully in the corporate sector. So I hope you benefit out of this panel discussion just the way we have thought. So with this, I end my address. I'll be around to take up questions towards the end. And I hand over the session to Dr. Nidhi Sharma, who would be moderating today's session. Thank you very much. Have a good time, everybody.
Thank you, Ritika. A very warm welcome to all the freshers, our most cherished batch of 2023. And before any further delay, we get into the panel discussion. And as Ritika mentioned, we have an esteemed group of panelists. I would like to introduce Dr. Rajiv Bagarhatta. He's currently serving as the principal and controller of SMS Medical College, Jaipur, and associated hospitals. He did his MBBS and MD internal medicine from SMS Medical College, DM in cardiology from PGI Chandigarh, and went on to pursue interventional cardiology from Epworth Hospital, Australia. He was also visiting fellow at Mount Sinai Hospital, New York, USA. Since 1996, he has been working as a faculty in the Department of Cardiology at SMS Hospital and has been actively involved in teaching and training of DM residents and paramedics. Being a brilliant and renowned cardiologist is only one side of his multifaceted personality. He's known for his passion for sports and fitness and has also been a keen interest in music and books. The most recent feather in his cap is the book that he has authored, Well Played, From Here to Eternity, which was launched in Jaipur Literature Festival, January 2023. You're most welcome, Dr. Bagarhatta. Yes, please. Thank you, sir, for sparing time out of such busy schedule. And we understand your engagements, being principal of the most prestigious college and also the affiliated hospitals. Now I would like to welcome another panelist, Dr. D.S. Punia, who is a renowned psychiatrist with a passion for promoting mental health and well-being. He holds an impressive educational background with an MBBS from SMS Medical College, Jaipur, and MD in Psychiatry from AIIMS, New Delhi. Has expertise in advanced psychiatric treatments. As the founder of Mindroot Foundation, he has touched thousands of lives, working tirelessly to raise awareness, reduce stigma, and provide support to individuals dealing with mental health challenges. Beyond his clinical practice as a consultant psychiatrist at Mindroot Clinic, Dr. Punia is a visionary leader and a dedicated advocate for mental health, which is reflected in his various initiatives, including development of G20 integrated holistic health policy, Chopal model of community mental health intervention, mobile bus clinic initiative, to name just a few. Dr. Punia's efforts in the rural and remote areas of Rajasthan to promote mental health has been commendable. We extend a very warm welcome to Dr. Punia. Please welcome him with a round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Punia. Now, the next panelist, we have Mr. Prakash Sharma. He's the co-founder of 1001 Stories, a Bangalore-based behavioral science consultancy. 1001 Stories specializes in consumer insights and behavioral solutions. The consultancy works with principles of context architecture to analyze, understand, and influence human behavior for creation of better products, brands, and people. Mr. Prakash's expertise lie in solving behavioral problems in multiple domains like e-commerce, Q-commerce, edutech, BFSI, people engagement in India and abroad. His work is influenced by an appreciation of cultural nuances in the population he is trying to introduce behavioral changes in. His range of expertise covers solving for urban Indian consumers, segments in Tier 1 cities, as well as tribal population in places like Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, etc. And then he has a lot of laurels and associations with esteemed institutions in India and internationally. We welcome you, Mr. Prakash, to this panel discussion. We also have amongst us Dr. Soumitra Azad. He's an educator par excellence with huge experience in the field of teaching, training, and counseling. He has been associated with prestigious institutions like St. Xavier's College, Jaipur, IIHMR University, to name a few. He is the founder of Mashwara, a counseling and educational consultancy center. He juggles multiple roles with ease as he also hosts a popular show on Doordarshan, the national TV, wherein he interviews medical experts to address common health issues. I would request Dr. Azad to engage Dr. Bagarhatta to impart life lessons for our students. And please welcome Dr. Azad with a round of applause, please. So now you know the panel, the weight in the panel that we have today for all of you. And and it would be appreciated that while the panelists are speaking and talking to you, you also jot down some questions and queries that come to your mind, which we will address towards the end. And that's the whole purpose, that you participate more and make best out of the expertise that we have managed to get together for all of you. Now I would request Dr. Azad to engage Dr. Bagarhatta to impart life lessons to our new batch of students to inspire and motivate them to lead a healthy and meaningful life. Over to you, Dr. Azad.
Thank you. May I have the mic? Yes. Good afternoon, one and all present here. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. Thank you before that for having us here. I could speak about Dr. Bagarhatta and myself. बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब लोग सुनने के लिए उत्सुक दिखाई देते हैं. अच्छा लगता है, लोग सुनना चाहते हैं, और ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है जब लोग उत्सुक दिखाई देते हैं. A lot has been said about the gentleman sitting on my right, Dr. Rajiv Bagratta. You know, he is a cardiologist. Now, apart from being a doctor, एक चीज़ और जो जहन में बैठाने लायक है, वो ये है कि he is a life saver. All doctors are. बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण काम करते हैं आप, जिंदगियां बचाने का और बाज़ दफ़ा जिंदगियां देने का. वो मौके जब सब थक हार चुके होते हैं और शायद ईश्वरी एक आसरा बचता है, तब डॉक्टर बगरट्टा जैसे बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं और आशा की किरण देते हैं, उम्मीद देते हैं और जिंदगियां बचाते हैं. तहे दिल से इस सेवा के लिए डॉक्टर साहब आपका बहुत धन्यवाद. डॉक्टर बगरट्टा से बातचीत शुरू हो इससे पहले आप सबको बताऊं, ये डीएम इन कार्डियोलॉजी है, एसएमएस मेडिकल कॉलेज एंड अटैच्ड ग्रुप ऑफ हॉस्पिटल्स के प्रिंसिपल हैं. 7,000 से ज़्यादा विद्यार्थी एमबीबीएस मेडिकल स्टूडेंट्स इनके अंडर हैं, इनके गाइडेंस में हैं. 2-2.5 हज़ार का स्टाफ है, 14 से ज़्यादा अस्पताल है. नेशनल लेवल के हॉकी प्लेयर रहे हैं, नेशनल लेवल के क्रिकेट प्लेयर रहे हैं, और आज भी 365 दिन साल में होते हैं. 350 दिन बिला नागा, रेन, थंडर और स्टॉर्म में हैपन व्हाट, ही प्लेज टेनिस एवरी सिंगल डे. ये बताना इसलिए ज़रूरी है क्योंकि ये बाज़ दफ़ा हम लोग समय न होने का बहाना खुद से करते हैं, किसी और से तो नहीं करते, बट ये नहीं करते, और उस सब के बीच में समय निकाल कर ये यहाँ किताब लिखते भी हैं और उस पर चर्चा करने के लिए अपना अमूल्य समय देते हैं. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर दिस टू, डॉक्टर साहब. Now I'll quickly come to the important point because they are here to listen to you, not to me. Doctor Saab, why did you write this book? What such happened that you wrote this book? इससे पहले कि ये किताब किस बारे में है, ये बताइए कि ये किताब क्यों है?
I am audible? No. Good evening, good afternoon, everybody. And it's a very pleasant and very proud occasion for me. In fact, the best time which I find my duties is when I talk to the students. So आज आप सबको लग रहा होगा कि ये मेडिकल की बात, मेडिकल के डॉक्टर साहब, प्रिंसिपल क्या इंजीनियरिंग स्टूडेंट से बात करने आ गए हैं, पर आज हम जो बात करेंगे वो आपकी हमारी it's a talk about life, and which is the motto of today's panel discussion. So सर ने पूछा कि आपने ये बुक क्यों लिखी, तो मेरा यही कहना है कि this book is about the struggle in life, and it's the message is through a story of a person who had immense problems in his life, but he could circumvent that. The person had a very unorthodox journey, and just to make other believe that, okay, this can also happen. So I thought this particular part of the story should be brought to the people around, the people who are surviving now, the people, the today's generation. In fact, the story is of a person who had passed away long back, but it's sinking well, resonating well with today's generation and the Generation X, what we call. So I thought this is a very important message which should be given to the, especially the younger students who are who are, excited about their careers, or maybe not so excited. Those who are at crossroads of their lives, who don't know from where they have to go from here. So this has got a message for these people who want to do big in life. That's what.
Now, Dr. Saab, as you've explained कि ये संघर्ष की कहानी है, पर एक डॉक्टर ये कहानी लिखता है जो किसी के संघर्ष की कहानी है, और वो व्यक्ति आज हमारे बीच में अनफॉर्चुनेटली मौजूद नहीं है. So what was the primary reason? ऐसा क्या हुआ डॉक्टर साहब कि ये किताब आपने लिखी? ऐसी कौन सी प्रेरणा थी आपके अंदर? आप क्या बताना चाह रहे हैं इन सबको कि और ये किताब ये क्यों पढ़ें?
ये किताब मैं समझ ओके So, as I mentioned that this is a very unorthodox story, just to tell you, all of you in fact, and this is experience of my life also, this may be an experience of your lives also, past experience on future also. So this gentleman whom I'm talking about, whose story I have written, he was my father. And he had a very, very simple and humble beginning from a very small town of Alwar, way back in 1930s. And he was a man of arts, humanities. आप समझ सकते हैं, and he had read Hindi, English and history all through his life till he did his graduation. But he was a keen sports person, so much so कि उन्होंने मेजर ध्यानचंद जी, जिनका नाम आपने सबने सुना होगा, जो कि हॉकी के विजार्ड माने जाते हैं, हॉकी जादूगर माने जाते हैं, उनके साथ उन्होंने हॉकी खेली. और जो उस ज़माने में उनके लिए करियर हो सकता था, क्योंकि उन्होंने केवल आर्ट्स की पढ़ाई की थी, एंड ही हैड जस्ट डन सम डिप्लोमा कोर्स इन स्पोर्ट्स मेडिसिन और फिजिकल एजुकेशन, लखनऊ यूनिवर्सिटी से किया था 1950 के दशक में. उस ज़माने में सवाई मानसिंह मेडिकल कॉलेज एस्टेब्लिश हो रहा था, और इट समहाउ हैपेंड that there was a post-advertised medical instructor in that college. तो सवाई मानसिंह अस्पताल में, जहाँ मैं आज प्रिंसिपल हूँ, उस कॉलेज में किसी फिजिकल इंस्ट्रक्टर को कैसे मेडिकल कॉलेज में एज टीचर एक्सेप्ट किया जाए, that was the most difficult part of the career. But the thought was so great, the thought was so strong that whatever came, the medical college, the University of Rajasthan and the government of Rajasthan had to accept him as assistant professor in cardiology. So I think this story is very unusual. Never can it be thought that a person from humanities, from arts, can switch over to science and that to cardiology at the ripe age of 35 to 40 years and then finally be accepted by the medical fraternity. तो इसके पीछे सारी बात ये बताने की है कि अगर आपका थॉट प्रोसेस है, कोई भी रास्ता आपके लिए मुश्किल नहीं है. और ये जो हमारी दीवार है, ये आर्ट्स का स्टूडेंट है, ये इंजीनियरिंग का स्टूडेंट है, ये साइंस का स्टूडेंट है, ये सब हमारी बनाई दीवार है. देयर इज नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन द टू बिकॉज ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट बोथ आर्ट्स एंड साइंस आर क्रिएटिव प्रोसेसेस. दोनों में इंट्यूशन की ज़रूरत है. दे रिक्वायर इंस्पिरेशन, दे रिक्वायर इंस्टिंक्ट and intuition. So just to establish this fact that there is no difference between arts and humanities. Arts के बच्चे अक्सर ही सोचते हैं कि शायद हम we are probably lesser mortals. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. और किसी भी स्टेज पे आपको एक्सेप्ट कर लिया जाएगा, provided you are compassionate with your colleagues. The human touch. My father had a very strong element of human touch, जो आज हम सब मिस कर रहे हैं. We are all attached to the internet, to AI and to WhatsApp. The human touch was a very important part in those days. So I thought this story should be shared with especially the younger generation.
Brilliant. Thank you. I have. So, Dr. Saab, when you speak about your father, I have been with him at numerous occasions. We've discussed the book before also. आँखों में जो आपकी चमक है, मैं सबसे निकट बैठा हूँ, इसलिए वो मैं ज़्यादा आसानी से देख सकता हूँ. There's a glitter in your eye. But the question is it a son writing for his father, or is it a cardiologist, or probably a science wizard in awe of another professional? ये किताब क्या पुत्र का पत्र है पिता के नाम, या एक प्रोफेशनल की श्रद्धांजलि है दूसरे प्रोफेशनल को?
The book has many layers. Actually, it's a multi-layered feature in this book, and the reader, when one reads about the book, it's not a mere story of a single person. When I'm writing about my father, I'm not only writing about facts about his life, I'm also writing about the society of his times. I'm also writing about the country, which was just independent at the time. The country was just getting adolescent at the time, and what was the geopolitics of the Asian subcontinent at the time. Indira Gandhi was alive, so all those people who have heard about Indira Gandhi will know what's happening in those times. The emergency was there. Boris Becker had won his, the Wimbledon at the time, so the story of Boris Becker also there. So what I'm saying is that the book is a story about a person along with the story of the nation, of the society, of Jaipur, how it was taking shape and how the country was taking on its turn. So it has got element of obviously a son, an emotional element of a son writing about his father. Obviously that I could not have avoided. That was the main reason, in fact, to write about it. Yes, there is also a way, I mean, you may not be able to appreciate it, but a cardiologist of today, if he reads this book, he'll be surprised कि उस ज़माने में research कैसे होती थी. आज जब मैं कैथ लैब में बैठ के, एंजियोग्राफी लैब में बैठ के कंप्यूटर पे सारा काम कर लेता हूँ, उस ज़माने में how my father had struggled as an art student to know about the terms of cardiology. It's amazing, and it will be very interesting also to the students of today. So that is how I see that the people of today should know what was science like, how it was taking shape. So all these layers are there in this book, and I'm sure that people who read this book will be definitely, beside inspiration, that is one part of the story, they will be transformed back into that era.
Dr. Saab, a very quick question about the writing style. मैंने ये किताब पढ़ी है. जब आप पढ़ते हैं, आपने इसको इस तरीके से लिखा कि शहर भी किरदार अदा करता है. शहर सिर्फ एक शहर नहीं रहता, इट कम्स एज ए पर्सन. ऐसा लगता है कि वो शहर बहुत कुछ होने के बहुत सारे जो वाक़यात हैं वो शहर की वजह से हैं. सो अ लिटिल अबाउट योर राइटिंग स्टाइल. आपने जो लिखा वो कुछ सोच कर लिखा या लिखने बैठे और होता चला गया? हाउ डिड इट हैपन?
Actually, as I've told that it's a story about my father, so many of the facts were known to me, but it has been written after many years he had passed. So for that purpose, I had to do a lot of research, and for the research, I had to visit many places, both physically as well as virtually. Just to share with you this fact that after he had done his PhD and he was appointed as a consultant, as a faculty in the medical college, he was invited for a fellowship in USA, which I had never visited, with the place which I had never visited. He had also gone to Mosul, the strife-torn Mosul in Iraq, when Saddam was at the helm of affairs. So I had to do a lot of research as far as the places which he had visited and the workplaces where he worked. So after I had the facts with me, there was also a very pale thesis of his which was lying in his briefcase, which I bumped into, and that helped me to write, collect the facts about his research. After I had the facts in place, it was just the joining the dots, which I thought, in which I have included some fiction also. So it's a non-fiction story basically, but I have, inserted some fiction just to make it a very continuous story. So that is how I have gone, writing about it. I'm a very strong, I'm a very ardent fan of William Dalrymple. Some of you might be knowing about William Dalrymple. He's a historian, a fiction historian. So I have been reading many of his books. I have read many biographies of Mr. Gandhi, also of Ramanujan and Steve Jobs. So these things help me, to recreate a story so that the person who reads it is transformed into that era. So that's the basic style, yeah.
Brilliant. Dr. Saab, we are a little short on time. Though we could go on, yet I would request you to read that last part. आप देखिएगा कि सामान्य तौर पर लोग कलम और स्याही से आजकल कंप्यूटर पर लिखते हैं. कई दफ़ा कुछ ऐसा लिखा जाता है जो आत्मा से या आंसुओं से लिखा जाता है. आप वो सुनेंगे. डॉक्टर साहब, आई रिक्वेस्ट यू कि वो आखिरी जो है आप पढ़ के सुनाएं, एंड देन वील कंक्लूड.
बिफोर आई कम टू दैट लास्ट पेज, उससे पहले मैं ये बात करना चाहूँगा कि इस बुक में जो मैसेज है वो आप लोगों के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है. There is a very strong element of sports mentioned in this book, because my father was a sports person, I am also a sports person. Why it is important to play sports? It is important to play sports because it's not only an exercise, it's not only an entertainment. The most important point is that it teaches you how to lose in life. हम जिंदगी में हारेंगे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. ये जो हमें मैसेज है, this we can get only from sports. So this is the basic message behind this book. So I think this is very important for all of us. आज की ज़िंदगी में आज भी मुझे इसकी ज़रूरत पड़ती है. अब मैं इस बुक के जो लास्ट पेज है उस पे मैं आपको I would like to read some lines about of this last page. And this is at a time when my father had left me. और आप सब लोग इससे जो ये हमारी रीति है इससे वाकिफ़ होंगे. Most of us travel to Haridwar for the last rites. So this is what I have written about him. So I am at Haridwar and I see that men with exposed torsos hooked to their pandits swarmed the ghat, smelling of incense used in their puja that crowded my nostrils. We settled down in a relatively dry space. The whoosh of the Ganga flowing a few meters away was lost in the chants of mantras from an unending row of pandits and the shouts of Har Har Gange. Ganga Maiya mein jab tak ke pani rahe, mere sajna teri zindagani rahe. Oh my dear, your life may be as long as the life of the waters flowing down the mother Ganga. This song kept blaring from the shanties near the ghat. The river Ganga defined eternity and immortality. Into that eternity, I submitted my Baba. I called my father Baba. Amidst the incantations, I liberated my Baba. Or perhaps myself. Spontaneously, I pressed number 1 on the keyboard of my cell phone. The screen showed Baba's phone, ringing and ringing. Baba, sab theek se ho gaya hai. I wanted to tell him, if only he would answer my call. Everything has been taken care of. Baba. Thank you.
We'll wind up, but before that, डॉक्टर साहब ने लिखा है कि इन्होंने अपने पिताजी को अर्पित कर दिया गंगा मैया को, और perhaps himself, he says. There is a beautiful poem by Nida Fazli, वालिद की वफात पर, and he says, निदा फाजली ने कई साल पहले वो लिखा, मानवीय भावनाओं की बात हो रही है इसलिए ये बात है कि तुम्हारी अपने पिता की मौत पर वो कहते हैं कि मैं तुम्हारी कब्र पे फातिहा पढ़ने नहीं आया क्योंकि तुम मरे नहीं थे. तुम्हारी मौत की सच्ची खबर जिसने फैलाई वो झूठा था. वो तुम कहाँ थे? कोई सूखा हुआ पत्ता टूट के हवा से गिरा था. तुम मर नहीं सकते, तुम मुझ में जिंदा हो, मैं तुम्हारी जगह उस कब्र में दफन हूं. कभी फुर्सत मिले तो फातिहा पढ़ने चले आना. माँ बाप कभी मरते नहीं हैं, वो हम में जिंदा रहते हैं और हम उनके साथ चले जाते हैं. ये पूरी किताब मानवीय भावनाओं की कहानी है, संघर्ष की कहानी है, और उससे बढ़कर विक्ट्री यानी जीत की कहानी है. जरूर पढ़िएगा, आनंद रहेगा, एक कविता की तरह है. थैंक यू डॉक्टर साहब.
थैंक यू.
Thank you, Dr. Bagaratta, and thank you, Dr. Azad, for such an engrossing session. And the book that Well Played is actually well played by Dr. Bagaratta and his father, of course. And a very important message that I see for you all is that how, if you're doing anything, like even being a humanities student, he moved on to become a cardiologist. So there are no boundaries. Even if you all are going to be engineers, but then if you think that this branch is not good enough or that branch is better, so this is also to give you that lesson that nothing is impossible And where you are, love yourself, love your work, and be passionate about it, and you will excel in life. And about losses also, that's commendable. I hope you've all got the message. Thank you so much. And we regret that Dr. Bagarhata has a very important assignment there where his presence is urgently required. We are thankful that you spared time for out of such busy schedule. And yeah, I would request Professor Mahesh Kumar Jatsa to please accord floral greetings that we deferred to towards the end, and a memento lest you forget being here. So just a token of our remembrance, a memento and a sapling that we wish to present you. So, please. So Dr. Azad, please. And Dr. Bagarhata, please, memento. Yeah. And the memento for Dr. Bagarhata, just a small gesture so that you remember addressing our young students. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks a lot. Thank you for tolerating me.
Okay, that we'll announce, definitely. Huh? Abhi nahi, baad mein. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, I would request Ritika to please come over and be part of the panel discussion that we have here. Yes, now we move to Dr. Punia, and we've already had an introduction of Dr. Punia. He's a renowned psychiatrist, and he's doing commendable work to unstigmatize mental health, which we all understand these days is important, and there's no point like shying away. If there's anything, we can ask for help. And so, Dr. Punia, please, would you address the students and share your insight for these young students, please? If that works.
हेलो, तो आप सभी को एक बार फिर से नमस्कार. अब हम थोड़ा सा चेंज लाएंगे. हमारा डिस्कशन थोड़ा शिफ्ट होगा और कुछ उस तरफ शिफ्ट होगा जिस पे यूजुअली लोग करना तो चाहते हैं बात, लेकिन कर नहीं पाते हैं, और ना करने के पीछे बहुत सारी वजह है, और वजह शुरू होती हैं खुद से, यानी कि सेल्फ स्टिग्मा. मैं अगर बात करूँगा तो मेरे पापा, मेरी मम्मी, मेरी सोसाइटी, मेरी फैमिली क्या सोचेगी? मैं मेंटली वीक तो नहीं हूँ, मैं किसी और वजह से कि हार मान गया है, नर्वस हो गया है, और स्टिग्मा से ही शुरू करते हैं. तो स्टिग्मा एक ऐसा है कि सिर्फ स्टिग्मा जिस पर्सन को मेंटल हेल्थ इशू या प्रॉब्लम है वहीं पे ही नहीं ख़त्म हो रहा, वहाँ से तो शुरू हो रहा है. आप देखो कि मेंटल हेल्थ की जो जर्नी है, और मेंटल हेल्थ का मतलब ये नहीं कि अभी जो मैं डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ वो मानसिक बीमारियों का ही एक्सक्लूसिव डिस्कशन है, नहीं. मेरा प्राइमरी फोकस है कि हम मेंटली हेल्थी हैं, यानी कि हमारी जो प्रॉपर मेंटल हेल्थ है, जो डे टू डे लाइफ में हम सारी चीज़ें कर पा रहे हैं, उसकी बात कर रहे हैं. तो वहाँ से शुरू होता है कि जैसे ही कोई इशू आता है तो ये फिर एक्सटेंड होता है, फिर फैमिली, सोसाइटी, यानी कि जो लोग सफ़र कर रहे हैं उनके आसपास के लोग. थोड़ा और आगे बढ़ते हैं तो अगर आपको प्रॉब्लम है और आपने गलती से डिस्कस कर लिया तो फिर वहाँ पे जो केयर प्रोवाइडर्स हैं, यानी कि जैसे एज ए साइकियाट्रिस्ट मैं हूँ, तो आपको विश्वास नहीं होगा कि जब मैंने एम्स में MD साइकियाट्री बाई चॉइस लिया तो मेरी, मैं नाम तो नहीं लूँगा, लेकिन बहुत ही करीबी लोगों ने कहा कि यार पागलों के डॉक्टर बनना ही, ये इसीलिए मेहनत की क्या? तो सिर्फ स्टिग्मा पेशेंट के लिए नहीं है, केयर प्रोवाइडर के लिए है. और केयर प्रोवाइडर के साथ साथ केयर प्रोवाइड कहाँ कर रहे हैं, यानी कि वो सेटिंग जैसे कि मेंटल हॉस्पिटल, और उसके साथ फिर वहाँ क्या क्या कैसे आप केयर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो. यानी कि नशे की दवाइयाँ, नींद की दवाइयाँ, या फिर जो हमारी मोडेलिटी है, यानी कि इलेक्ट्रिक करंट लगा देंगे, शॉक लगा देंगे। किसी ने नहीं देखा कि एग्जैक्टली वहाँ क्या होता है। एक बहुत सिंपल सा प्रोसीजर होता है जो मतलब कि आपका इवन देन एक छोटा सा फुंसी होती है उससे भी कम प्रोसीजर होता है, और इतना बहुत ही प्रॉपर वे में होता है, पूरा प्रॉपर एनेस्थीसिया दिया जाता है, मतलब कि जैसे कि माइनर सर्जरी होती है। लेकिन नहीं, आपने सुना है ना। और फिर गलती से अगर पेशेंट भर्ती हो गया तो सोसाइटी वहाँ पे क्या कर देगी, कोई बताएगा? लेबल कर देगी, लेबलिंग शुरू हो जाएगी। अरे उनका बच्चा, अरे उसको तो पागल खाने में भर्ती करवाया है। और यहीं से शुरू होती है उसकी प्रॉपर स्ट्रगल। समाज से डिस्क्रिमिनेट हो जाएगा, मार्जिनलाइज हो जाएगा। जॉब में अपॉर्चुनिटी, बाकी बीमारियों में प्रॉपर मिलती है। अगर मुझे डायबिटीज़ है और अगर डायबिटीज़ कंट्रोल भी नहीं है, तब भी मुझे कोई जॉब प्रोवाइडर ये नहीं पूछेगा कि आपके डायबिटीज़ के लेवल कैसे हैं। लेकिन अगर मुझे मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यू है तो मैं अगर प्रूव कर दूं, सर्टिफिकेट दे दूं कि मैं फिट हूं, फिर भी मुझे जॉब नहीं मिलेगी। तो आप डिफरेंस देख रहे हैं। और उसके साथ फिर सिर्फ यही नहीं ख़त्म होता, जॉब नहीं मिली यानी कि फाइनेंशियली और पीछे होगा। बाकी पहले समाज ने किया, अब फाइनेंशियली हो गया। मैरिज नहीं होगी, अगर हो भी जाएगी तो लोग रातों रात रिश्ता तोड़वा देंगे कि आपने गलत जगह लड़की दे दी या लड़का दे दिया। और ऐसे करके उनका एंड फिर आप, अब खैर काफ़ी पिछले 5-7 साल में मैम बदला है, स्पेशली ये जो यूथ है ना, इससे बहुत उम्मीद है। क्योंकि हमने अपनी प्रैक्टिस में देखा है कि यंग जनरेशन अभी थोड़ा ओपन है, डिस्कस कर रही है, और डिस्कस करके रही है, उसके साथ हेल्प भी ले रही है। और हेल्प लेना बहुत बड़ी बात है। इसको थोड़ा ऊपर करो।
Yes. So a very valid point raised. This is that if we have a health issue, everyone comes, supports us. But if we have any such mental, psychological issue with our emotions, feelings, then everyone is skeptical that stay away, maybe he's not behaving well. And asking for help there's a lot of stigma, as you just
हम ये भी है कि अगर आपको हेल्प की ज़रूरत है और अगर आप हेल्प नहीं ले रहे हैं तो हमारे पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से आपको कोई ना कोई मेंटल हेल्थ इशू है
बीच में।
अदरवाइज आप हेल्प, जब आपको हेल्प की ज़रूरत है तब आपको हेल्प लेनी चाहिए कि नहीं? थोड़ा सा एक्टिव रहें तो हमें भी लगेगा कि सुन रहे हो। समस्या आएगी तो मदद लोगे कि नहीं? और वो मदद लेने के लिए पहला स्टेप क्या है? जो भी आपका ट्रस्टेड वन है, दोस्त है, फैमिली है, पेरेंट्स है, कोई भी है, आप उसे जाके बताओगे कि अरे यार, क्योंकि आप देखो डिफरेंस है मेंटल हेल्थ में। आप ये एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकते कि सामने वाला आपको समझ पाएगा। क्योंकि अगर मेरा पैर टूट गया, आपको दिख रहा है, आप भाग जाओगे। अगर मेरी गाड़ी एक्सीडेंट हो गई, ब्लीड हो रहा है, आप मुझे सारी चीज़ें दोगे। मेंटल हेल्थ के साथ बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है कि बाहर से कुछ नहीं दिख पा रहा है, हमें उनको एम्पैथाइज करना पड़ता है। और एम्पैथाइज कैसे करेंगे? क्लोज ऑब्जर्वेशन से। जैसे कि मैम, अगर आप टीचर हैं और आप बच्चों को देख रहे हैं और रिसेंटली आप देखते हैं कि एक बच्चा आजकल लेट हो रहा है, अपना सेल्फ केयर नहीं कर पा रहा है, ग्रेड्स थोड़े से आगे पीछे हो रहे हैं, या फिर बातें कुछ ऐसी हैं कि यार लाइफ में कुछ नहीं बचा या कुछ ऐसा हो गया है, मतलब कि कहीं ना कहीं
एज एजुकेटर्स वी हैव टू बी वेरी सेंसिटिव एंड वेरी अवेयर, एंड we also request students to reach out to us as teachers and other people, your friends of course. And if at this point, if you have any question, students, then maybe sir and another panelist, Prakash, would also be willing to take any questions from students as yet.
एक बाइक उधर पहुंचा दें।
Anyone? Okay. Yes, please.
हाँ ठीक है, तब तक मैं कंप्लीट करता हूँ। तो ऐसे में क्या है कि हमें इनडायरेक्टली दिखेगा। हमारे पास जब सुसाइड हो जाती है तो पेरेंट्स आते हैं, तो बोलते हैं कि सर हमने तो देखा कि आजकल थोड़ा खाना कम खा रहा है, कमरे में अकेला रहता है, बात भी कम कर रहा था, बीच बीच में कुछ कुछ बोला भी था, लेकिन हमने सोचा ठीक है, ठीक हो जाएगा। लेकिन जब कंप्लीट हो गई सुसाइड तो अब वो रिग्रेट करते हैं। फिर वहाँ पे मेंटल प्रॉब्लम इश्यू शुरू हो जाता है कि हमने उस वक्त क्यों नहीं ध्यान दिया। अगर हमें एक रोज़ बहुत तेज़ फीवर हो जाए तो हम रात को इमरजेंसी विजिट करते हैं कि नहीं, लेकिन अगर एक रात नींद नहीं आए तो कोई ध्यान नहीं, अरे कुछ नहीं, योगा कर, एक्सरसाइज कर, समय से उठ समय से सो, हेल्दी खाना खा, तुझे बोला था ना ये मत क्या कर, वो मत क्या कर, यानी कि कितना मतलब कि इतना नॉलेज मिल जाता है कि वो बेचारा अगली बार तो बोलेगा ही नहीं कि इससे तो बेहतर है कि मैं बताऊँ ही नहीं.
But then, sir, some preventive, like what they do on a daily basis, so that they mostly do. We all feel issues, mental health issues. I face it like many times.
देखो,
so
ये है कि हम सबकी अपनी मेंटल हेल्थ है, सिर्फ मेरी नहीं, हम सबकी मेंटल हेल्थ है. ठीक है, ओवर द लाइफ कोर्स अगर उसमें कुछ अप्स आते हैं, डाउन्स आते हैं, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आपको मेंटल हेल्थ डिसऑर्डर ही डायग्नोस होगा. वो कुछ घंटों के लिए भी रह सकते हैं, कुछ दिनों के लिए रह सकते हैं, कुछ सालों के लिए रह सकते हैं, वो एक अलग चीज़ है. लेकिन एक उसका वर्स है कि मेंटल इलनेस आ गए. लेकिन बड़ा सिंपल है. आपका मान लो कि आपने देखा होगा कि आप बच्चे सेलेक्ट होकर आए हो, आपके साथ कितने बच्चे होंगे जिन्होंने कोचिंग्स में तैयारी की होगी. अब आप अगर उनकी मेंटल हेल्थ कंडीशन को सिर्फ फील या एम्पैथाइज करेंगे तो कहीं ना कहीं रिजल्ट आया उस दिन उनको कैसा लगा होगा. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है. ज़्यादातर बच्चे 2 दिन 5 दिन फैमिली के सपोर्ट से, बाकी लोगों के सपोर्ट से कहीं ना कहीं वो अपनी लाइफ में फिर से प्लान कर लेते हैं कि ठीक है, नहीं हुआ तो दोबारा तैयारी करनी है या कुछ और करना है. लेकिन कुछ बच्चे ऐसे भी होंगे कि सेम डे हमें नेक्स्ट डे अखबार में न्यूज़ मिलती हैं कि सुसाइड कमिट कर लिया. आपने देखा होगा इंडिया में कि जब भी कोई बड़ा रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर होता है, हमें नेक्स्ट डे कुछ ना कुछ अनफॉर्चुनेटली ऐसा सुनने को या पढ़ने को मिलता है जो हम चाहते हैं कि नहीं हो. और उसकी वजह यही है कि कहीं ना कहीं हम उसको उस सिचुएशन से पहले ही प्रिपेयर नहीं कर पाए कि ऐसा होगा. तो हम बच्चे को पहले से ही उसको तैयार रखें कि जो स्ट्रेसफुल लाइफ है, एडवर्स जो भी चीज़ें हो रही हैं, तो उनको कैसे हमें कोप अप करना है. यानी कि जो सोशल इमोशनल स्किल्स हैं जो ओवर द टाइम बच्चे के साथ डेवलप होनी चाहिए थे, कहीं ना कहीं हम उनमें पीछे रह जाते हैं.
Exactly,
हमारे बच्चे फिर कोप अप नहीं कर पाते.
So now at this point I would like to bring in Mr. Prakash's views on how students can optimize their well-being through rational decision making. Mr. Prakash is a behavioral scientist and then can throw really relevant light for our young students.
Thank you, thank you. Be with me, okay? Cool. You can say ha, you can say na. अगर बोलना नहीं है, you can give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. पक रहा है, बोर हो रहा है, you can do a thumbs up. चुपके से कोई देखेगा नहीं, right? So only you are aware what you're doing. So far so good? All right. So don't judge me on my age. So it was 1999. Same date, August 3rd, I entered this place, all right? I'd come for my admission. I know, was anybody born then? If you were born, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. ये thumbs down मुझे नहीं है. It is कि you are not born there, okay? I'll not be emotional here, ठीक है? So I came in, I tried to get my admission done, all right? So I remembered I had this senior, मुझसे 2 साल बड़ा था वो. His name was Biplab Das in school. Allow me 2 minutes here. Now you got me into memory zone here. Right? So Biplab Das tells me, and I'm in class 10, he's preparing for his 12th. Usko admission mil gaya, right? And he tells me, Prakash, I was asking him for advice, कि मैं क्या करूँ, क्या है, मुझे कुछ पता नहीं है. I was in Guwahati in Assam. So he said, he thought, उसको भी शायद जरा pressure आया होगा, कुछ तो बोलना है, right? Important. Because I'm asking him, he's 2 years my senior. He looks at me and he says, Prakash, it's like getting into a bottle. I looked at him and said, no, bottle का जो neck होता है, right? वो तंग होता है, it's like very thin. Getting inside the bottle is very difficult. Once you get inside, you are sorted. So I listened to him, and when I think about it right now, I don't think it was the best way to explain. I mean, did you like that explanation? See, okay. Yeah. Did you get some sort of explanation like this by a senior, cousin, bade chacha? Anybody spoke with you before you came here? No. Have all of you got your rooms? Anybody from hostel 2? Girls will not get that, I know. Anybody from hostel 2 here? No? 1? All right. Anybody came with a bedding? Or did you buy a bedding here? बेडिंग लेके आए हो गांव से, घर से? नहीं, यहाँ पे आके ले लिया? Or was there a bedding for you in the hostel already? No? No? Did you have your lunch in the hostel today? Yes? Today is what? Wednesday. Was it Thursday? Sorry, was it Rajma Chawal by any chance? No? All right. See, I was also there, right? But it is beautiful because when we came in, our cohort came in, right? We did not have this. ये नहीं था हमारे पास. And it's beautiful that this is here for all of us right now as a student. And a part of me is gone back in the past. When I see you, when I see your face, मुझे भी याद आ रहा है वो, right? And there are some beautiful things. Anybody out here जो बचपन से टॉपर रहा हुआ है? मतलब कभी सेकंड आया ही नहीं है. Is there someone like that? Topper all throughout? Top 3, top 5, top 10 always? Yeah, I can see a couple of hands. It's okay, you can show, you can brag, it's all right. Right? So you've always been like in top 10 in your classrooms, right? Right from nursery. है ना? More or less. आप तो टॉपर लग रहे हो, right? आप तो रहे हो टॉपर हमेशा. There's no doubt about it. Beautiful, right? In a class of 20, 30, 40, you were a topper. Right from nursery till now. Look around you right now. How many students are here? 100? I think it's more, like what, 50? 200? 300? Approximately 300, 400 here right now. Now it's a tension, right? बचपन से अब तक you knew. पुणे सर आपको तो याद होगा. आप तो टॉप की हो पक्का.
मैंने बस मैं इसी बात पे खुश हूँ कि मैंने लाइफ में कभी कुछ टॉप नहीं किया. और मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप लाइफ में टॉप वाले पोजीशन में हो सकता है कि माइट भी आपकी टॉप की डेफिनेशन डिफरेंट है, लेकिन ये बहुत ही रिलेटिव कंसेप्ट है. इसलिए ये मुझे लगता है कि ये ज़्यादा साइकोलॉजिकली डिस्ट्रेस और ट्रॉमा टाइप वर्ड है. अदरवाइज मुझे नहीं लगता कि किसी ने आज तक टॉप किया भी होगा पूरे वर्ल्ड में. अब तक सबने ट्राई किया है लेकिन वो अपने टॉप पे नहीं पहुँचे, इंक्लूडिंग हिटलर और कुछ और भी. तो और टॉप हो भी नहीं सकता, प्रैक्टिकली ही नहीं है. नेचर ने हमें कुछ हिसाब से डिज़ाइन किया है कि आप बहुत ही एक लिमिटेड टाइम के लिए यहाँ पहुँचें और उस टाइम में आपको बहुत सारी चीज़ें करनी है, जिसमें से 80-90% तो आपका नींद और स्ट्रेस और उलझन में ही चला जाता है कि करना क्या है. और फिर जब वो थोड़ा समझ में आता है कि हाँ यार ये करना चाहिए, तब तक टाइम नहीं रहता है, क्योंकि अब आपके पास रियल में टाइम नहीं है, एज हो चुकी है, बहुत सारे बाउंडेशन आ गए. तो सर मेरा मानना है कि ये जो है ना, ये जो यही डिस्कशन बच्चों के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, अभी हम जो G20 की और हमारी जो नेशनल ह्यूमन राइट की बात थी, तो वहाँ पे सर बता रहे थे कि 3 साल की बच्ची सुबह उठ के और टेंशन में आ रही है, जिसको अभी अपना साइकोलॉजिकली ये नहीं पता है कि उसका सेक्स क्या है एज ए डेवलपमेंट, और उसको टेंशन है कि मम्मी को पोएम सुनानी है मुझे आ जाके, सॉरी टीचर को. आप सोच के देखो ना, तो ये हमने जनरेट कर दिया ये इन्वायरमेंट. और यही तो इन्वायरमेंट है कि आज हम लोगों को यहाँ बैठ के मेंटल हेल्थ पे इतना ओपनली डिस्कस करना पड़ रहा है. और आप सर, अभी मैं डेटा बताऊँ आपको, आप जान के हैरानी होगी कि अभी WHO की रिपोर्ट एक एक्सपेक्ट कर रही है कि आने वाले कुछ समय में अराउंड 2030 तक सिर्फ डिप्रेशन 5 गुना बढ़ जाएगा. सिर्फ डिप्रेशन, ठीक है. पोस्ट कोविड के बाद 15 to 19 जो एज ग्रुप है, उसमें अराउंड 34% डिप्रेशन और एंजाइटी बढ़ गए. और इन्हीं 3 सालों में से जो नेशनल कमीशन ऑफ जो NCRB है हमारा, उसके हिसाब से सुसाइड रेट 2021 में, यानी जस्ट पोस्ट कोविड, इंक्रीज बाय 10%. जो थी वो था, एंड नेक्स्ट ईयर बाय 10%. सो क्यूमुलेटिवली 20% बढ़ गए. तो कहीं ना कहीं हमें एक बार वापस से सोचना तो पड़ेगा कि ये जो टॉप, ये जो सक्सेस, ये जो चल रहा है, इसके चक्कर में हम रियल में बेनिफिटेड हो रहे हैं या फिर बहुत कुछ गया. और अगर अभी कुछ नहीं किया तो मुझे लगता है कि ये बच्चे जब हमारी उम्र में या हमसे थोड़े बड़े होने के बाद यहाँ बैठेंगे, तो इनको तो मुझे लगता है कि बच्चे ही नहीं मिलेंगे देखने को कि एग्जैक्टली इनको समझाएं क्या। हाँ, अगर ऐसा ही रहा तो नहीं हो पाएगा। अब आप सोचो ना कि आपने कितना, मतलब कि आपका इन्वायरमेंट, मतलब कि 5वीं क्लास के बाद बच्चे को फाउंडेशन कोर्स डाल रहे हैं, अरे इवन देन 2.5-3 साल के बच्चे को नर्सरी में डाल रहे हैं। उसका जो प्राइमरी जो डेवलपमेंट का पार्ट होता है, जिसको हम बोलते हैं चाइल्डहुड, जिसमें उसको सेफ, सिक्योर, लविंग इन्वायरमेंट चाहिए, जहाँ से उसकी पूरी हेल्थ का बेस बनता है, चाहे वो फिजिकल हो, मेंटल हो, और अगर आयुर्वेद के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से स्पिरिचुअल पार्ट हो, सब गया।
Yes, sir. We at our institute we realize that it is so important, and they all have been excelling in their studies that we know since they are sitting here. You all, we are proud to have you all here. You have cracked JEE and all, but we have some system in place because we realize that you need that sensitivity and care too. And Ritika would appraise us on how we have faced some issues from students, and then what support we could provide them. To Ritika.
So before that, maybe we can go back to you again. Anybody would like to ask a question and the direction that you would like the panel to take? Anyone has any question? Wonderful. We have a question there. बहुत अच्छे. अभी आपके पास आएंगे.
Good evening, sir. I am Aman Jadon. I am a person with disability with 60% locomotor disability. I was admitted in MNRT Jaipur on 1st August, and I was amazed after seeing multiple ramps here and there and facilities provided in the hostel accommodation with my mother. Before coming here, there was no any facility in my house or in my previous school. I was forced to get in the first floor to attend classes in my school. That's why I left my school in 11th and 12th and give my board with online education only. And I was very amazed that there are 12% person with disability in US itself, but in India there is only claim of 2%. How is it possible that 33 crore country claims 12% and 140 crore country only have 2% person with disabilities, and there is no much pace in providing a equal platform for person with disabilities as that I feel today. Please guide us. How can we improve the condition of India in order to empower person with disabilities? As of like me, I have physical disorder. Many of us, person with disabilities, has mental itself. They cannot convey their message to their mother or father itself because they feel they will scold them. Please guide us for this.
Could we get your name, please? Sorry, I missed your name.
My real name is Aman Vijay Thakur, but my documentary name is Aman Jadon.
Aman.
Yes.
Welcome, Aman. Sir, over to you.
अमन, मैं आपकी जानकारी में बताऊं कि हम ये तो नहीं कहेंगे कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया या फिर किसी अदर स्टेट लेवल पे कुछ नहीं हो रहा है। पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटी एक्ट भी है, नेशनल ट्रस्ट एक्ट भी है, और मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज़ के कुछ जो सीवियर मेंटल इलनेसेस है उनके बारे में भी डिस्कशन चल रहा है कि उनको भी इंक्लूड करेंगे। अदरवाइज़ जितनी भी फिजिकल डिसेबिलिटीज़ है कहीं ना कहीं उनको इनकॉर्पोरेट किया है। अब समस्या क्या है कि हम कंपेयर करें यूएसए को और यहाँ से, तो आप देखो कि हमारे यहाँ मानसिक बीमारियों के लिए 90% लोग इलाज ही नहीं लेते।
यस यस।
और उनमें से 10% जो जाते हैं ना, उनमें से 6-7% को किसी ना किसी वजह से फैमिली सोसाइटी और खींच लेती है। लास्ट में हमारे पास 1-2% होते हैं जो लॉन्ग टर्म में बचते हैं और जिनका इलाज कर पाते हैं। अब ये मैंने यहाँ क्यों कहा है, आप देखो कि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है। इसके पीछे बहुत सारे फैक्टर है। रिसोर्सेज नहीं है, फंड्स नहीं है, लोगों को अवेयरनेस नहीं है, कहाँ से होगा, कैसे होगा, यानी बहुत सारे मल्टीपल फैक्टर है। और इनके लिए हम किसी पर्टिकुलर इंस्टीट्यूट या गवर्नमेंट या पर्सन को हम अंगुली नहीं दिखा सकते। ये हमारी शेयर्ड रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। आपने जैसे क्वेश्चन किया है, आप जैसे लोग जिस दिन ग्राउंड पे इन लोगों की मदद करनी शुरू कर देंगे, हो जाएगा बदलाव।
नहीं सर, मैं जब भी बैंक में जाता था एसबीआई में अपने अकाउंट में, मुझे वहाँ रैंप ही नहीं मिलती थी, सीढ़ियाँ होती थी। मेरे फादर अब तो नहीं है, पर मेरे ताऊ जी लेके जाते थे मुझे। उनकी एज हो गई 52 और मेरा वजन है 40 किलो। उन पर उठता नहीं है। मैं कह रहा हूँ उतने पैसे अभी इंडिया में काम नहीं हो रहा जितनी पैसे होना चाहिए, क्योंकि 140 करोड़ की आबादी रहती है। अगर 2% से भी लगाएं तो कई करोड़ PWD होंगे।
बात ठीक है, लेकिन एंड में करना तो हमें ही है,
इंडिविजुअली ही करना पड़ेगा। इतनी बड़ी
हम ही इंडिविजुअल है और हम ही से देश बना है, दोनों ही चीजें एक है। अगर आप सोचोगे कि रातों रात कुछ बदलाव होगा, गवर्नमेंट एक अनाउंसमेंट करेगी, तो कहीं ना कहीं इम्प्लीमेंटेशन सारी प्रोसेस कोई ना कोई आप तो आप या मैं या हमारे कोई कलीग, करना तो हम ही लोगों को है। और रही बात आपके एक्सपीरियंस की, तो मुझे बहुत बुरा लगा कि आपके साथ ऐसा हुआ, लेकिन मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि कहीं ना कहीं ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस ही मोटिवेट करते हैं कुछ बेहतर करने के लिए। इसलिए इसमें भी पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट है, वर्क करो। किसी दिन तुम भी हमारी तरह हमारे बगल में बैठे होंगे और लोगों को बता रहे होंगे कि कहाँ से आपका इंस्पिरेशन शुरू हुआ और आपने कहाँ तक पहुँच पाई।
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, Aman. We have a question there also.
हेलो सर, माय नेम इज़ अंशुल अरोड़ा। सर, मेंटल हेल्थ रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन पूछना था मेरे को। सर, अभी जैसे सोशल मीडिया का इतना ज़्यादा यूज़ हो रहा है, तो अगर किसी को कोई छोटी सी भी प्रॉब्लम है, सर प्रॉब्लम सबकी लाइफ में स्ट्रेस होता ही है, लेकिन कोई छोटी सी भी प्रॉब्लम होती है उसको यानी इतना पैम्पर कर दिया जाता है कि यस तेरे को मेंटल डिसऑर्डर है या फिर तेरे को कुछ ना कुछ तो दिक्कत है। अगर कोई छोटी प्रॉब्लम है तो भी, तो सर यानी अब उसको इतना बड़ा बना दिया गया कि उसको अब खुद को लगने लग जाता है कि भाई मेरे को कुछ दिक्कत है, जबकि वो कोई छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम होगी तो इतना बड़ी आता है वो, तो वो कब तक यानी उसको कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं अपन, और उस बारे में क्या सोचना चाहिए अपने को कि भाई छोटी सी चीज़ है, कोई सिंपल सी कि भाई मार्क्स कम है, अब कोई इतनी बड़ी बात नहीं, ऐसा बड़ी बात है लेकिन लाइफ इतनी बड़ी कुछ भी हो सकता है, लेकिन अब उसको इतना स्ट्रेस आया था कि बाकी सब इतना ग्रो कर रहे हैं, मैं नहीं ग्रो कर पा रहा, उससे रिलेटेड क्या सोचना चाहिए, किस तरीके से इसको सॉल्व करना चाहिए?
तो वापस वहीं पहुंचते हैं कि मेंटल हेल्थ की एक जो डेफिनेशन है उसमें एक कंटिन्यूम का प्रोसेस है कि जिसमें एक साइड है जो बहुत बेहतरी वाली है, दूसरी साइड है जो बहुत परेशान है। अब ऐसा नहीं है कि सबकी मेंटल हेल्थ एक ही टाइम में, एक ही जगह पर, एक ही सिचुएशन पे एक जैसी होगी, एक ही हिसाब से रिएक्ट करेगी। समझ रहे हैं आप? हो सकता है कि आप जिसको बहुत छोटी प्रॉब्लम लेबल कर रहे हो, समझ रहे हैं, मेरा ब्रेन शायद उसको मेरे सब कुछ लेबल कर रहा है, तो मेरे लिए तो वही है। अदरवाइज आप देख रहे हैं कि ऐसे नहीं है, इतना सिंपल नहीं है मेंटल इश्यूज या प्रॉब्लम्स को समझना। इसका बायो साइको सोशल मॉडल है जिसमें सोसाइटी, इन्वायरमेंट, इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन, आपकी बाकी इंटरपर्सनल रिलेशनशिप, बहुत सारी चीज़ें कंट्रीब्यूट करके फाइनल आउटकम होता है, जिसमें हम उसको बोलते हैं कि हाँ ये स्टेट है, ये मेंटली वेलबींग का स्टेट है या डिस्ट्रेस है। ठीक है, आप देखते हैं कि हमने फार्मर्स की सुसाइड के बारे में सर बहुत सुना है, स्पेशली महाराष्ट्र की खबर हमें हर दूसरे तीसरे दिन मिलती है। ऐसा नहीं है कि जिन फार्मर्स को या कर्ज है वो सारे फार्मर्स सुसाइड कर रहे हैं, क्या कहते हैं आप? और अगर आप इसके डेटा में इन डेप्थ स्टडी करोगे तो आप देखोगे कि कुछ हज़ारों के जिनको डेब्ट है वो लोग सुसाइड कर रहे हैं, जिनके लाखों के उन्हें कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा। तो ये जो रियल न्यूमेरिक जिसकी बात कर रहे हो उस मेरे हिसाब से वो थोड़ा हो सकता है, लेकिन साइकोलॉजिकली आप उसको कितना इंपॉर्टेंस दे रहे हो वो डिसाइड करता है कि प्रॉब्लम छोटी है या बड़ी है। तो डिफरेंस है यहाँ पे। मैं यहाँ पे चढ़ते हुए गिर जाऊँ मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, क्योंकि मैंने ऐसा सीखा है गिरो है तो उठ जाओ, कोई फर्क नहीं। सीढ़ियों पे सारे गिर सकते हैं, किसी दिन आप भी गिरे होंगे और होंगे, इवन देन सारे बच्चे हंसने लग जाएंगे तब भी फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। लेकिन किसी को फर्क पड़ सकता है, वो अगली बार हो सकता है स्टेज पे आए नहीं। समझ रहे हैं आप? तो इसीलिए मेंटल हेल्थ कंटिन्यूम में भी है और सबकी एक जैसी नहीं है। लोग मेंटली इल होके भी बहुत वेल बीइंग एंड फंक्शनल हैं, और कुछ लोग मेंटली बिल्कुल हेल्दी हैं लेकिन उनकी फंक्शनलिटी जीरो है। हम तो इतना बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स है असेस करना कि ये क्या हुआ। अदरवाइज फिर हमें यही तो लगता है कि यार इतनी सी छोटी सी बात पे सुसाइड कर ली। अगर सुसाइड हो रही है और वो उसमें आप बोल रहे हो कि छोटी सी बात है, तो कहीं ना कहीं आप गलत हो। समझ रहे हैं? क्योंकि वो उसने इसलिए किया है। सर आपके शहर से
implement?
Yeah.
Like students, what behavioral changes that they can consciously implement in their lives, day-to-day working, so that ensure for a sound mental health.
Thank you.
Yeah, Prakash, I would just like to add, could you also talk about peer pressure? Because that's what they are going to immediately face the moment they enter the institution.
No, thank you for this. Thank you for this, right? I'll now go back to that moment when I was asking you, "आप तो topper रहे होंगे, right?" And you had a beautiful answer out there, right? So we know the rules, right? You like it, it's a thumbs up. It's a no, it's down. Yes, no. So far, so good. तो हम सब टॉपर रहे हुए हैं, more or less, top 3, top 5, top रहे हुए हैं ना बचपन से, correct? But look around us. There are 300 of us right here. You knew. Your teacher told you, right? आपके चाचा जी बोल रहे हैं कि इसकी तरह बनो. अपने बेटे को थप्पड़ लगा रहे हैं या बेटे को गाली मार रहे हैं. आपका नाम देखे. You are smiling. I know it has happened with you, right? आपका example दिया जा रहा है families में, गाँव में, right? Be like this person. Why can't you be like him? तो right from nursery here, you are people जिसने क ख ग घ nursery के पहले सीख लिया है. बाकी लोग were struggling in their classes. You knew it. You knew 1 to 100. नर्सरी में घुसने के पहले ही. बाकी बच्चे स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं. फ्रॉम देयर टिल 10th भी आपने अच्छा खासा स्कोर किया है, राइट? देन यू वेंट टू +2. एंट्रेंस, एवरीबडी स्केर्ड, आपने वो भी क्रैक कर लिया. यू केम हियर एंड नाउ यू लुक. दिस इज द इन द पोर एग्जाम्पल ऑफ माई सीनियर. वो बॉटल के अंदर घुस जाओ बस. इट्स डिफिकल्ट. घुस गए. वी आर हियर. Now is the challenge. When you look around you, right? And Dr. Punia sir is very right. You don't have to be top number 1 all the time. It's you know. अपने top पे रहना. It's beautiful. The question is, अब मुझे कैसे मालूम पड़ना है कि मैं अच्छा हूँ या मैं अच्छी हूँ? My uncle is not there. My teacher is not there. I am here and I am 1 among 300. I cannot. Everybody cannot be in top 10 in 300, right? In schools, it's not possible. It's maths. It's maths. Maths fail to nahi hota. Now it's a real problem, right? It's a real problem now. So then there are 2 beautiful things, right? We'll go into science now because we are all people of science, right? We're people of science. There's something called imposter syndrome. Imposter. Nautanki. Dhokha, farev, imposter, right? It's a very powerful syndrome. Imposter syndrome makes you feel that you don't deserve to be in a particular place because you have not deserved it. You have not earned it. Shayad, I'm not supposed to be here. And here is the best part. Imposter syndrome affects everyone. You all know Neil Armstrong? Right? First man on the moon. So it's a beautiful story. Neil Armstrong जी को बुलाया गया एक particular meeting में, वो घबरा गए. This is after he has been on the moon. उनको बुलाया गया कि एक ग्रुप है, आप आइए वहाँ पे मिलिए लोगों को वगैरह. वो कतरा रहे, तो उनका दोस्त पूछ रहा है कि भाई आप टेंशन में क्यों हैं? इन्होंने बोल रहे नहीं, उस ग्रुप में लेखक हैं, ऑरेटर्स हैं, गवई हैं, सिंगर्स आर देयर, राइट? बिजनेसमैन, पॉलिटिशियंस, amazing people. I don't know if I have won the right to be there. And this is Neil Armstrong. He is the first man on the moon. And Neil Armstrong suffered from imposter syndrome. It is universal. You will feel it. I know you are very good, but you will feel it. And when you feel it, remember this. Neil Armstrong also felt imposter syndrome. Number 1. And I'm looking at the girls out there, right? Girls feel this way more stronger than the boys. Life is difficult for women compared to boys. It's a fact. It's ugly, but it's a fact, right? But it gets better. Every year it's getting better. But the fact is, we will feel it more strongly than the boys. Imposter syndrome. Remember this. It is naturally hona hai. But jab hoga, right? If you can remember, it is supposed to happen. Life will be easier then. Dusra cheez is, it's called the spotlight effect. जहाँ पे आपको लगता है कि शायद पूरी दुनिया मुझे ऑब्जर्व कर रही है, सब मुझे देख रहे हैं, मुझे जज कर रहे हैं, शायद मेरी हंसी उड़ाई जा रही है. अरे मैं यू नो यू वॉक ऑन द स्ट्रीट, राइट? आप गिर गए, राइट? यू गेट एम्बैरेस्ड. अरे लोगों ने देखा, यू ट्राई टू एक्ट लाइक अरे मैं तो गिरा ही नहीं था.
यही तो होता है सर. अब उस बच्चे को बताते रहे कि नहीं गिर गए, इट्स नेचुरल, तुम उठो और फिर से चलो. तो और लोग ये मतलब कि ये जो लोग गिरते हैं और ये सब भी कहाँ से, इन्वायरमेंट से, हमारे आसपास के लोगों ने तो बैठाया हमारे दिमाग में। बेटा, मम्मी ने बोला कि तू ठीक से नहीं चल सकता था क्या, तुझे क्या सीढ़ियाँ दिखती नहीं थी क्या, मैंने कहा था शू लेस बांध लेना, ये कर लेना, वो उस बेचारे को उस गिरने के बाद जो फीडबैक मिला वो भी एक बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन बन गया कि वो अगली बार है ना पक्का गिरेगा, क्योंकि वो सीढ़ियाँ देखता रहेगा कहीं ना कहीं गिर जाए, क्योंकि इतना सारा फीडबैक आ गया। अदरवाइज उसकी मम्मी सिंपली बोलती कोई बात नहीं, गिरा है तभी उठना सीखेगा, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। कितना सिंपल सा है ना लाइफ है ना, बना दिया है। तो सेम ऐसे ही पीयर ग्रुप में होता है। पीयर ग्रुप में हम कंपैरिजन में पार्ट में चले जाते हैं कि यार ये वो अलग है। आज अभी कितने दिन हुए आपको यहाँ आए हुए? शायद 1-2 दिन हुए।
2 दिन 3 दिन मैक्स।
आज और मुझे लगता है कि लगभग 18 एक एवरेज एज मान सकता हूँ कि 17-18 एज के होंगे। आज तक आपकी लाइफ में इनसे इसको इससे उसको इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं था, लेकिन अब बस शुरू हो गया। मतलब सोच के देखो ना, और हमें लगता है कि बस यही लाइफ है। और जैसे यहाँ से पास आउट हो गए, सर को देखो, मुझे देखो, जो मेरे से पीयर प्रेशर में थे या जिनके पीयर प्रेशर में, उनके कहीं कंपटीशन में हुई नहीं, मैं मेरा अपना करता हूँ, वो अपना कर रहे हैं, और अब मिलते हैं तो डिफरेंट है। तो ये 5-7 साल यहाँ रहेगा, फिर तुम एक छोटे से ऑफिस में चले जाओगे, वहाँ का एक अलग पीयर प्रेशर डेवलप हो जाएगा, तुरंत हो जाता है। मतलब कि पहुँचे नहीं, डेवलप हो गया। और ऐसे मतलब कब तक?
तो आपने पूछा था प्रैक्टिकली क्या किया जा सकता है, राइट? आप दोनों ने पूछा व्हाट कैन वी डू, व्हाट अबाउट पीयर प्रेशर, राइट? सो आई विल टेल यू few stories, all right? The thing is, we'll all feel imposter syndrome. Girls are going to feel it more. Unfortunate realities. When that happens, be aware of it. This is natural. ये कुछ गलत नहीं है. It doesn't mean कि मैं यहाँ belong नहीं करता. All of us belong here. We are all good. Number 1. दूसरी बात, spotlight effect. आपको लगेगा कि पूरी दुनिया आपको देख रही है. खासकर कब लगता है ये? जब हमसे छोटी मोटी गलती होती है. Right? बात का बतंगड़. There is a phrase in Hindi, right? There's a reason it exists. क्योंकि in our mind we make it huge. We all feel everybody is judging us. They're not. They're not, because each one of us out here right now, is a unique individual. We are all absorbed in our own lives. We are very concerned about ourselves. So no one is sitting here observing you, nitpicking you, making fun of you. वो rare चीज़ है, वो होता नहीं है. So it's a fear we have, लेकिन वो होता नहीं है, right? These two things. Now, compared to me, you people have it hard. Because when I came in 99, I had imposter syndrome. I had it. Right? I felt the spotlight effect too. I thought everybody is judging me. But you people have it worse for one thing. And that thing is, मेरे ज़माने में ये नहीं था. Right? People who have mobile phones out here. Okay. We are in trouble.
एक बड़ी बात है कि कुछ लोगों के पास नहीं भी है.
हाँ. So, I'll take one quick minute here. Why did I bring up the mobile phone, right? Because we work with behavioral science, and you're asking for one practical tip. It is there. It is a part of our lives. It's difficult, right? My daughter is 7-year-old and she wants to be a YouTuber and she understands what's Instagram, Reel, all of that, because that's her peer group. She understands that. उसको पता है कि भाई YouTuber तो बनना है life में, right? It's so cool. It's amazing, right? Now, pay attention to this part, right? People exist in the world who use understanding of psychology, human behavior, to understand how do I make these products more addictive. Somebody had asked a beautiful question. झगड़े में हम क्यों फंस रहे हैं? क्योंकि उसको डिजाइन किया गया उसके लिए. I'll come to that in one moment, right? Fact is, have you used YouTube? खत्म होते क्या होता है? अगला वीडियो अपने आप चालू हो जाता है. Have you watched Netflix? खत्म होता है, in next episode starts in 3, 2, 1. Why was that done? People have studied human behavior. They've studied young people like yourself, younger people like my daughter. not so old people like me, and आप भी young ही हैं, ठीक है?
मेरे
No, some
मेरे
old
केस में
people,
तो
right, वगैरह, right?
नुकसान हो जाएगा उनको.
So we have been studied. People have seen how we behave, and they have understood what hooks us. So we have designed products. There is a reason you have notifications on your apps, and if you want exactly one takeaway, beautiful story from Dr. Sir sometime back about his book. It's lovely. And something struck me out there too, right? A lot of beautiful things Dr. Punya spoke about here, right? And I'll tell you one more thing. Don't judge me for this. But human memory, right? आप 90% भूल जाओगे. हमने जितनी भी बातें की हैं, by Sunday you would have forgotten 90% of it all. है ना सर?
ब्रेन फिल्टर करता है,
ब्रेन फिल्टर कर जाता है.
उसको अपने रेलेवेंस के हिसाब से डेटा
तो
कलेक्ट करता
हम
है.
याद कितना रखे, राइट? शुड आई रिमेंबर दिस, शुड आई रिमेंबर दैट? कुछ तो वो लोग कह रहे थे, खाने में क्या आज? You know, like that becomes a big thing. So choose what you want to remember, right? Because your professors have put down a lot of time to curate this. We are also here. And if you will ask me, like, what do I remember here? I will say notifications off kar do. Phone pe. I will not be drastic and say phone फेंक दो, reel delete कर दो. I can't even convince my daughter कि YouTube ना देखो आप. Yeah, YouTuber is not an option. So I know it's a lost battle that way. You will have your social media accounts. The world connects like that. ज़रूरी है, because that's how you keep your contacts, right? WhatsApp group बनेंगे अभी तो WhatsApp group बनेंगे हर डिपार्टमेंट के, सेक्शंस के, हॉस्टल्स के अलग, जिगरी दोस्तों के अलग, राइट? वो बनने हैं. Constant buzzing. Can you imagine? Why did they put that mind and said notification होना चाहिए? Because every notification gives you a dopamine hit. And Dr. Punya will tell you what is
सर
dopamine.
एक स्टडी है कि सोशल मीडिया में जो बच्चे या जो लोग जो यूजुअली होते हैं, उसमें देखा गया है कि वो सोशली अपने आप को आइसोलेटेड फील करते हैं, जो ज़्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, ओवर हावर्स, और कहीं ना कहीं लोनलीनेस एक बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है. और उसके पीछे अब उस बच्चे की गलती नहीं है, गलती कहीं ना कहीं उससे पहले वाले लोगों की है कि ऐसी सिचुएशन क्यों बनी. फैमिली की डायनेमिक्स चेंज हो गई हैं, फैमिली के स्ट्रक्चर चेंज हो गए हैं, आप उसके पास उससे बेहतर ऑप्शन अवेलेबल ही नहीं करवा रहे हैं. तो वो बच्चा नेचुरली, जो नेचर का इंस्टिंक्ट है, obvious सी बात है कि वो वही करेगा जो उसे अच्छा लगेगा. इस बच्चे को, जैसे सर आपकी बच्ची बात, उसे यूट्यूबर का भी मतलब नहीं पता होगा अभी तक तो, लेकिन उसे ये पता है कि यूट्यूबर बनना है, लेकिन उसका बेसिक कंसेप्चुअलाइजेशन नहीं है कि एग्जैक्टली क्या है, कैसे है, क्यों है. सेम बच्चों के साथ है, उन्हें तो उनके सामने बहुत सारी चीज़ें होगी, उनको जो बेहतर लगेगा वो सेलेक्ट कर लेंगे. अब ये जिम्मेदारी हमारी है कि हमें उनको क्या देना है. थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. मैंने मेरी ज़िंदगी में 2010 में लाइट नहीं थी, तब तक टीवी वैसे नहीं देखा, उसके बाद वैसे नहीं देखा. 2 साल मैंने टीवी देखा है 40 साल की उम्र में, क्योंकि फिर उसके बाद मेरा बेटा आ गया. तो अब हमारे एक टीवी है जो हमने ख़रीदा था, हम 8 जगह शिफ्ट हो गए हैं, वो दीवारों पे शिफ्ट होता जाता है, लेकिन वो चला कभी नहीं. क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि ये छोटे छोटे बदलाव, जैसे हम बात कर रहे हैं पीयर ग्रुप की या और की, तो ओवरऑल हम आज डिस्कशन क्या कर रहे हैं कि मेंटल हेल्थ इशू आए ही नहीं. आए उसके बाद क्या करना है वो बात की बात है, लेकिन आए ही नहीं, प्रिवेंशन कैसे करें. तो कोई आप यूँ सोच रहे होंगे कि डॉक्टर पुनिया एक बहुत ही बस सी बात बोलेंगे एक स्टेटमेंट में और एक मैजिक हो जाएगा और सबकी मेंटल हेल्थ बेहतर हो जाएगी. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला, कहीं कोई मैजिक नहीं है. आपकी हेल्थ आपसे जुड़ी हुई है, आपको ही मैनेज करनी है. छोटे छोटे स्टेप्स होते हैं जिनको आप करेंगे तो होगा. तो सोशल मीडिया में सर ये है कि ये जो देखा गया है अभी, जो रिसेंट और भी स्टडी की है कि जो सेल्फ हार्म अटेम्प्ट हैं, या जो बच्चे बाहर चले जाते हैं, या फिर जो सुसाइड कमिट करते हैं, आप उनका है ना ये जो सोशल मीडिया या फिर सर्फिंग, इंटरनेट सर्फिंग, और अगर ये टोटल टाइम देखें, नो डाउट मोबाइल यूज करो, वो आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा ऑप्शन भी है अगर आप उसका बेनिफिट लेते हो तो. आपको डे टू डे लाइफ में बहुत कुछ मिलेगा. मैं और मैम इतना कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं पिछले 5 दिन से. इस टेक्नोलॉजी ने हमारे बहुत सारा टाइम बचाया है, बहुत सारी चीज़ें बेहतर हो गई है, तो यूज करो. लेकिन उसके बाद अगर उसको नेगेटिवली इम्पैक्ट आ रहा है तो कहीं ना कहीं हमें ही स्टेप लेना पड़ेगा. कोई पड़ोसी आके नहीं बोलेगा, पड़ोसी सोचेगा ठीक है यार ये उलझा रहता है, कोई आवाज़ ही नहीं आती इधर से, तो आपको स्टेप लेना है, लेकिन वो बताना जिम्मेदारी हमारी है.
So if we could take some questions, because social media, and yes, please.
केसेस बहुत सारे सोशल मीडिया वाले.
Hi, good evening. My name is Himanshi, and as a psychiatrist, even I have a keen interest in psychology. So I'm very happy that mental health is getting the focus and attention that it should get in recent times. But what I am seeing these days, it is more about romanticizing the mental health these days. For example, even if someone is having a small issue, even if they are sad, they'll be using the term depressed without knowing the depth of it. Even if they're organized or they just like cleanliness, basic things, but they'll say that I am suffering from OCD without even being diagnosed by it. So I wanted to know what is the take of the psychologist or psychiatrist on this point, like how people are using terms simultaneously without even being diagnosed.
Thank you for letting me take this. This is important, right? Because this is the game of the world, right? And you are the youth. So it's you who are going to change things. So what you say is beautiful. I'm depressed, I'm sad, I got OCD. I'm like, oh my God, so stressed. When you see it, you feel some people are being cool about it. You might feel like that, and it might offend you. It might make you feel, ye to kuch bhi bol rahe, right? This is one side of it. And that also exists. But on the other side, there are legit people who are actually stressed, who can't handle anxiety, who have got the feeling that nobody understands me, nobody will listen to me. वो भी exist करता है, right? When we work with behavioral science, sometime back somebody is asking, right, वो झगड़ा क्यों हो रहा है on the app? Because आपकी reality में वो है. आपके रियलिटी में एक ऐप है, आपको किसी ने कुछ कमेंट कर दिया, आपको रेस्पॉन्ड करना है, उसने रेस्पॉन्ड किया, दैट्स योर रियलिटी. अगर आप फोन को हटाओगे, क्या आप तब भी आग बबूला रहोगे? आर यू स्टिल गोना बी एंग्री? बिकॉज योर रियलिटी हैज चेंज नाउ, राइट? सो व्हाट यू से इज अ स्लाइस ऑफ रियलिटी एंड डेफिनेटली एग्जिस्ट, बिकॉज दुनिया में हर टाइप के लोग एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. बट इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस टू ब्रिंग इन द अदर स्लाइस ऑफ रियलिटी. फीड, यू अंडरस्टैंड द वर्ड फीड, राइट? सोशल फीड. अपने फीड में हमको वो लेजिट केसेस में लेके आने, सो दैट when you have a friend of yours who is actually stressed, actually depressed, and they need us most because they can't see, this is the thing, you know, saying some time back, practically kya kiya jaye, we will not be able to call up our parents. Many of us feel, मेरे parents, they look at me, उनका तो example दिया जाता है, right, गाँव में, कि you know, इनकी तरह बनो, right? How is he going to call his parents and say मैं stressed हूँ? It's so difficult, right? People say go and call your parents. It's difficult. We cannot. I could never call my parents the first time I got 2 ER0 in EMFT, third semester. Professor K.K. Sharma, very good professor. He will teach you. Folks have taken electronics and communication. I got 2 ER0. Understood? मुझे लगा 2 ER0 था. मैं गया प्रोफेसर के शर्मा के पास, वो यहाँ पे नहीं है. ओके ठीक है, फिर मैं बोलता, मैं उनके पास गया, राइट? सर मुझे 2 ER0 मिला. आई थॉट कुछ तो एक्सोटिक बिकॉज एप्सिलॉन एंड R0 ऑल दैट, कुछ तो. एंड लुक एट मी एंड से, नहीं प्रकाश, दैट इज ZERO. से ओह इट्स नॉट 2 ER0. आई स्कोर्ड 0 यार. मैं बचपन से टॉपर हूँ. आई स्कोर्ड 0, राइट? एंड I told my friends, and you know, friends, they laugh. Oh, 2 ER0, आज तक joke है, इसलिए they're laughing still about it. I also laugh. Trust me, my parents have no clue. I got a 0, I got a 2 ER0. मैं आज तक अपने parents को नहीं बोलना, मैं बोलने वाला भी नहीं हूँ. इसकी अगर वीडियो बनने वाली है, मैं उनको दूंगा भी नहीं वो वीडियो.
अब तो बोल भी देंगे तो कोई नाराज नहीं होगा.
The point is, it's so difficult to talk to our parents. So whom are you going to talk with? And that's where your question goes, right? What you're saying is correct. But the other part of it is, there are people who are going to become your friends. They are going to face that. They cannot reach out to their parents or elders.
और इसमें सर एक चीज़ और भी है कि जैसा ये पूछ रही है ना, देखो डिफरेंस है. हमारा जो डिप्रेशन है और सिंपली जो कहते हैं ना कि यार डिप्रेस फील करो या डिप्रेशन हो गया, देयर इज ए डिफरेंस. क्लिनिकल डिप्रेशन और जो लोग कम्युनिकेट करते हैं अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स को, उसमें डिफरेंट है. तो ले पर्सन जो कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है, वो यूजुअली हम ये देखते हैं कि वो अपनी डिस्ट्रेस को, हम इससे ज़्यादा नहीं ध्यान देते हैं. आप एग्जैक्टली हमारी वाली जगह पहुंच गई कि है ना, कि वो वाला डिप्रेशन डायग्नोस करके पहुंच रहे हैं, है ना. ऐसा नहीं है, अदरवाइज तो हर मतलब कि 100% डिप्रेशन प्रिविलेंस हो जाएगा। सभी कहीं ना कहीं बोलते ही हैं, और नहीं तो अपने ट्रस्टेड के सामने तो बोलते हैं यार मूड खराब हो गया, उदासी सी हो गई या डिप्रेशन सा ऐसा लग रहा है। किसने नहीं बोला होगा? कोई सिंगल पर्सन है जिसने आज तक इस एज तक नहीं बोला होगा ऐसा? ये स्टेटमेंट डिस्ट्रेस को रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं, नोट ए डायग्नोसिस, है ना। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई हमारे पास आया कि डॉक्टर साहब मुझे डिप्रेशन हो गया, ओसीडी हो गया और हमने फटाफट गोलियां लिख दी, ऐसा नहीं है या फिर साइकोथेरेपी का प्लान कर दिया। उसके हमें समझ में पता है कि वो ट्रेनिंग का पार्ट है। तो आप जब इतना इंटरेस्ट है और पढ़ेंगे तो आपको बहुत कुछ पता चलेगा, तो ये सारे सवाल वैसे ही दूर हो जाएंगे।
Professors, are students still scoring 0 in their first unit test sometime, and do they get shocked and surprised? Have you
कोई स्टूडेंट जीरो लेके आ रहा है तो रियल में वहाँ हम अगर कुछ ढूंढेंगे तो मिलेगा जरूर।
और जीरो भी है, so we as teachers maybe even the performance is not up to the mark, still we don't judge students by their academic performance solely, because we know that there's always scope for improvement. They can always approach us, come to us, and we can suggest, because we have gone through the same thing. We all have scored close to 0 maybe sometime.
लेकिन इफर्ट्स दिख रहे हैं, वो उठा है, एग्जाम सेंटर पहुंचा है, उसने लिखा है, यानी कहीं ना कहीं वो है इस लाइन में कि हाँ मुझे ये सब करना है, ठीक है। उसके बाद उसके नंबर्स नहीं आए तो
और क्लोज टू 0 मतलब हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशन से काफ़ी बिलो है, इसका मतलब कि वो आपको लगेगा कि 0। जो टॉपर है उसको अगर 70 भी आते हैं 100 में से, वो बहुत डिप्रेस हो जाता है। तो और जो एवरेज स्टूडेंट है उसको बहुत क्लोज टू, इट्स स्टिल हैप्पी। सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट विच मिस्टर प्रकाश रेज्ड इज दैट ही स्कोर्ड 2 ER not.
2 ER not, it's not 0, I'm still in denial.
That's a new terminology that we have learned, good. And so that now it doesn't impact you that much, does it?
Here's the beautiful thing, right?
Yeah.
So there was one more guy in my batch. I can't name him, he will be unhappy. But he is right now in a big shot position with the income tax department. He advises, the finance minister and all. उसको भी 2 ER not ही मिला था मेरे साथ, वो भी हंसता है, right? We all have gone through all kind of challenges, and I'm not saying you should score 2 ER nots. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we all, I'm turning into a student now. We all are going to face challenges. We'll score our first zeros, we'll score our first tough marks. There are going to be time. Exam aa chuka, we have not prepped for it, right? Every tiny thing around us is going to add to it. You'll realize you cannot talk to your parents. So I said number 1 is disable notification, because it was designed to hook you, to give your brain dopamine hits. And dopamine is addictive. Every tiny like, every tiny comment, every share on your post or stuff, every jhagda that you have, everything is designed to give you a dopamine hit. Dopamine is what makes us addicted. Please understand this. It has been designed. आप लड़ नहीं सकते, आप हारोगे ये फाइट। Oh, I'm in control, नहीं होने वाला है। The simplest control is disable your notification, number 1. Number 2, your friends are your first line of defense, right? When you go back from here 4 years from now, you will have made amazing friends. So start looking around, figure out who are the people who are going to be your friends. And when somebody opens up to you and shares something with you, right? Be open to the idea that, देखो मैं मजाक उड़ाऊं, लड़के लोग तो खासकर मजाक ही उड़ाएंगे, right? First line is उनको मजाक उड़ाना होता है, right? Should I make fun? And you will make. But one step, is this serious? Is this something which needs to be given more sensitivity? And boys don't hug each other, by the way. I've seen that a lot. Like, no one does that. गले मिलते हैं क्या लड़के? नहीं, मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता. That's the understanding, right? अगर तुम्हारा दोस्त कोई स्ट्रेस पे है, डिस्ट्रेस्ड है, go out and hug. It's okay. It's very essential. It's very healthy. Dr. Punia will tell you how healthy that is.
नहीं, इसमें मैं सर मैं ये एक ऐड करना चाहूँगा कि अभी का हम रिसर्च वाइज अगर देखें और अगर आपको मेंटल हेल्थ बहुत बेहतर रखनी है तो उसमें सबसे ऊपर हमारी सोशल लाइफ है। इवन देन पहले बोलते थे कि आप फिजिकली फिट रहो, ये बहुत पीछे चले गए हैं। जिनका सोशल सर्किल बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है, यानी कि हम एटलीस्ट एडवाइस करते हैं कि वीक में एक बार या तो आप किसी के यहाँ जाओ या कोई आपके यहाँ आना चाहिए। सबसे मेंटली हेल्दी में सबसे बड़ा पार्ट है आपकी सोशल लाइफ कैसी है, और उसी सोशल लाइफ में अगर थोड़ा नीचे आ जाए तो वो आपका पीयर ग्रुप है। अब आप पीयर ग्रुप से क्या लेके आते हैं? आप उससे पीयर प्रेशर या फिर एज ए सपोर्ट पीयर ग्रुप। अब प्रेशर वाला पार्ट तब तक आता रहेगा जब तक आपको है ना लाइफ का थोड़ा सा और कंसेप्ट नहीं समझ में आएगा, क्योंकि अभी तो अब लगता है कि ग्रेड्स ही सब कुछ है। ऐसा है नहीं। हमने देखा है कि यूजुअली हाई ग्रेड्स वाले लोग ज़्यादा बेहतर नहीं कर पाते हैं, एक्सेप्ट उनकी लेबर की सैलरी थोड़ी ज़्यादा होती है। दे आर हाईली मतलब कि एजुकेशनल, और ज़्यादातर के, मैं सबके लिए लेबल नहीं कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन ज़्यादातर केसेस में ठीक है उनकी मजदूरी में उनको तनख्वाह या मजदूरी काफ़ी बेहतर मिलती है। लेकिन आपने देखा होगा कि यूजुअली जो क्रिएटिव ब्रेन्स होते हैं, ये मेरे अपने लेवल से नहीं कह रहा हूँ, ये जो मिडल वाले होते हैं अराउंड 62 ये बीच वाले, ये लोग सारी चीज़ें मैनेज करते हैं। ओबीसी बात है, अगर मैं किसी भी चीज़ में टॉप कर रहा हूँ, कहीं ना कहीं कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ कर रहा हूँ मैं कुछ अलग डोमेन में ही, चाहे वो मेरी फैमिली हो कि बच्चों को टाइम नहीं दे पा रहा हूँ। हो सकता है मैं बहुत बड़ा डॉक्टर बन के बहुत पैसे कमाऊँगा तो मेरे बच्चों को तो मैं पता ही नहीं चलेगा वो कब 10 साल के हो गए, और अगर मुझे वो बैलेंस करना है तो कहीं ना कहीं कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करना पड़ेगा। तो आप पीयर ग्रुप से क्या ले सकते हो, उसका पॉजिटिव पार्ट ये है कि आप अपने अच्छे हेल्दी पीयर ग्रुप बना सकते हो। आजकल तो बड़ी ग्रुप भी बन रहा है मैम, कि जब बच्चे नए नए कैंपस में आते हैं तो आप पुराने कुछ बच्चों का एक ग्रुप बना दें, वो आपको इंट्रोड्यूस कराएंगे आपके डे टू डे लाइफ से, कैसे सिस्टम है, हॉस्टल का क्या है, क्लासेस का क्या है, कौन टीचर हैं, कैसे है। तो उससे आपको ना इनिशियली बड़ा फैमिलियर सा लगता है, और आप बहुत सारी जो चीज़ें कि यार कैसा होगा, क्या होगा, कौन कौन मिलेगा, मुझे तो ये नहीं आता, मुझे तो वहाँ लैंग्वेज का इशू होगा, मुझे वहाँ कल्चर का इशू होगा। बहुत सारे लोग साउथ साइड से आएंगे तो वो सोचते होंगे खाने का इशू होगा, बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं।
Yes, sir. Mentorship is strong that we have in our institute. Just that you have to reach out. That is very important. Reach out, and I hate to say that we have to stop our discussion when it's getting so interesting. And I'm sure everyone is enjoying and would have few questions also within them. So later on, maybe we could have more interactions.
एक ब्रीफ करना चाहूँगा।
Yes, please.
तो मेंटल हेल्थ आपको अपनी बेहतर कैसे रखनी है, उसके लिए इस एज ग्रुप के हिसाब से एक सोशल पार्ट हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है। दूसरा है आपकी हैबिट्स जो अभी डेवलप होंगी, और उन हैबिट्स में आपको हेल्दी हैबिट्स ट्राई करनी है। लाइक आप रोज़ एक्सरसाइज के लिए जाएं, ना कि आप है ना सब्सटेंस। अभी बहुत कुछ ट्राई होने वाला है, आपको बहुत कुछ मिलेगा, लेकिन कोशिश करें कि नशा या नशे से जुड़ी चीज़ों से दूर रहें। नेगेटिव आउटलेट नहीं ढूंढनी है आपको। डिस्ट्रेस है, डोपामिन कम है, तो हेल्दी वे है डोपामिन को बढ़ाने के लिए। तो फिजिकल एक्टिविटी का पार्ट आप कर सकते हैं, आपकी स्लीप प्रॉपर होनी चाहिए, आपकी डाइट प्रॉपर होनी चाहिए। अगर आप स्पिरिचुअली या रिलीजियस एक्टिविटीज़ में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, आप दूसरे को तो नहीं करेंगे, अदरवाइज उसके लिए प्रॉब्लम, लेकिन अगर आपको पसंद है तो आप उनका सहारा ले सकते हैं। और उसके बाद भी अगर आपको लगता है कहीं इशू है तो पहला स्टेप है बात कर लो।
Madam,
Thank you so much.
we are wrapping up now.
Sorry?
We are wrapping up.
We are wrapping up. And last words from you, please.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll
Quick.
just add one thing before. I'll give it to you.
Don't judge me.
Just one last thing. Usually at orientation sessions, we invite people who say motivate, right? This is very negative. Stigma, anxiety, depression, suicide. We've talked of all of it just to give a signal that this is as much a part of our lives as is happiness and laughter and everything, right? So we are very open to these discussions. This was the message of this discussion to all the students, parents. We are a community now and we'll work together towards it. Thank you. Over to Prakash.
Thank you. All right. So we spoke about notifications turn off. You don't have to delete your accounts, right? Let them be there, post and all. Turn off notifications. Number 2, your first line of defense are your friends, right? Look, who are the people around you? No, literally, just take, right? Like, I met Dr. Punya today, he's my friend from now on, because I'm going to be in touch with him. It's as easy as that to make friends. So look around, you're here for 4 years. They're your first line of defense. And last thing is, I learned this after I got married. So most of us are not very smart. We become smarter once you get married because, your partner will drill things into you and make you a smarter person. And so I learned this after I got married. It is the difference between your emotions and reality. When I'm very angry, when I'm very frustrated, वो वास्तविकता नहीं है. It's not a world बुरा है. जिंदगी बर्बाद नहीं हुई उस वक्त. मेरे दोस्त हंस नहीं रहे मेरे पे. My teachers are not against me. It's not that. But when you are under intense emotion, right? हम सब उसको confuse करते हैं with real life कि जिंदगी यही है. तो it is whenever you will have a very intense emotion, right? Try to understand. It is just an intense emotion. Life is separate from it. Third part. Sahi bola maine, sir.
Thank you so much for such wonderful insight. And I'm sure students have lots of takeaways. And please follow some important tips that both our panelists have given you. Wish you a blessed, happy, healthy college life forward. Now I'll request... Okay. So there's an important announcement. There's another event scheduled. That's why we had to just rush up and wrap up this. By 6, you all have to be here. So we disperse just after a few minutes. You all can go have the refreshments. And please join by 6 positively. I would request Dr. Prerna Jain to please come up on stage and present a memento to our esteemed panelists, lest they forget a simple token of our remembrance. Yes, yeah. Dr. Punia, a big round of applause for Dr. Punia, please. Mr. Prakash, please accept our token of gratitude. Thank you, Prerna ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Punia and Prakash. Thank you so much.
So students, I request you all to please make line and go for the refreshments as the volunteers, your seniors tell you. You have to reach back here in 15 minutes because we will be starting at 6 p.m. the inauguration of orientation ceremony. All of you please make line and move as per your seniors' guide.
to appraise the students about extracurricular activities, hostels, welfare, and wellness, please welcome Professor Mahesh Kumar Jat, Dean Students Welfare. To you, sir.
Two.
Respected Professor N.P. Paddy, our Director of Institute, my colleagues at the dais, deans, my colleagues sitting in front of me, head of departments, faculty colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, dear students and parents, good evening to all. At the outset, I would like to welcome you all in the inaugural function of orientation program. This program is really a program to welcome our new family members in the vibrant community of MNIT Jaipur. So a big round of applause for the new family members in our institute. I would like to congratulate you all because you are fortunate and you have got the admission in one of the finest institute in our country, that is MNIT Jaipur. We are in the top NITs and of course we are flourishing a lot, and I'm sure that with the addition of you people, you will bring to more laurels to our institute. I also congratulate the parents, proud parents, because today, because of your blessings, because of your hard work, your kid is entering into one of the finest institute in country. And sir, welcome you all. And on behalf of Dean Student Welfare, on behalf of MNIT Jaipur, I welcome you all. The Deanery of Student Welfare is basically primarily responsible for a lot of activities which are related to students. To begin with, we are responsible for providing you a good hostel facilities, good mess facilities. We need to take care of you well related to physical wellness. So that's why we have state-of-the-art sports facilities in our institute. To develop your personality for overall growth and development, we have a lot of extra curricular activities. We have opportunities, a lot of clubs and other events are in place and planned to develop your overall growth. We have also, like recently in the first session, you came across with that we have started since last year with the motivation and guidance of our director, sir, wellness club and wellness center and wellness activities. So that is a new domain that we have started, and I'm sure that in addition to the physical wellness, we'll also taking care of your mental wellness, digital wellness, and any other aspects of your wellness that we have in place experts, and my faculty colleagues are working very hard in that area. Deanery is also responsible for contributing to the society. We have very dynamic team under the basically faculty guidance and the coordinator, Dr. M.L. Meena, to contribute to the society in the form of the villages, like how we can contribute in the villages. So institute has adopted 5 villages nearby Jaipur city, and we are taking care, we are contributing somewhat, some manner. I'm just showing you the few details related to those things. We are also taking care of needy students in terms of providing scholarships. So in the institute, like with the efforts of my colleagues in the institute, we have created a bunch of around more than 45 fellowships which are available in the institute to cater the need of needy students. Then in addition to that, like our campus, I can assure you, the parents especially sitting above, I can assure you all that our campus is a ragging-free campus, and we are very strict in that sense. There is no single case in the last few years related to anti-ragging in our campus. So that is a good achievement for us. So now I'm taking you through the deanery and different domains of deanery through my presentation. So this is a broad domain of deanery, like the hostel residences. So we have 14 hostels for boys and girls and boys. And we are catering around more than 4,500 students. And I guess in 3-4 months, we are adding another 600 capacity to their hostels. So we are a little bit short in accommodation, but for all the UG students, we ensure that each and every student is getting the hostel. Then in addition to that, our hostels are, we have the mess in all, you can say hostels, we have mess facility. Around 4 meals a day, we are providing the messes. Hostel and mess both are operated by the students. So they are contributing well in the management of hostels through the hostel committees and the mess committees. Through the hostel committees, the student really take care about different aspects of their living in the hostels. They organize different type of activities, sports activities, cultural activities within the hostel. They celebrate hostel days in the hostels. And they are also taking care about like how that hostel can be, you can say, improved in terms of the aesthetics, in terms of the facilities. In addition to that, the students are also contributing in the management of the mess and for the knowledge of the parents and the students. I can say that whatever food students are eating in the mess, that is only and only decided by the students through the mess committees. What type of food, how many number of times they want to eat. So everything is decided by the students, and they verify the quality. They sign their bills of the mess. So they are making the payments to the mess vendors and all. So it means that essentially the mess is run by the students. We are simply supervising the process, and we have our associate dean and other colleagues to handle those things. Then we have basically in the hostels, like we have a lot of other facilities as well. Like you can find a lot of recreational activities, and the places are available in hostel, like common rooms, like small sports activities. They are available. All hostels are fully internet enabled, so you can go any hostel and use the internet very easily. You can access the library. You can access the variety of the softwares through the internet. So that facility is available in each and every room in each hostel. And there is a hostel allotment policies there. You can find the details related to hostel management, hostel allotment process and their policies in the handbook that is given to you. And again, we have a very able team to handle your hostel residences under the guidance of Associate Dean Dr. Halal Mali. Then we have, in addition to that, we are in the process of, like probably in 1 month, we are adding laundry facilities into your hostels. So in your hostel, you can wash your clothes and get it ironed very quickly and very cheaply in all the hostels. Then we are creating a few like new canteens, like dispensers for small items that you can take during the nights from those dispensers for the food and drink, etc. Then we have in other hostels like other facilities which are, we have facility for the married hostels PhD scholars as well. In addition to that, we have the wellness, as I said, that wellness and welfare. We have a very equipped dispensary. We are providing the health insurance to all the students. And I think the details are available in your welcome guide that is given to each and every student. So you have around 75,000 medical insurance and around 2 lakh rupees insurance for some unfortunate incidents. So we take care well related to like in the wellness as well. We provide a lot of support in the wellness, like we have dispensary, we have ambulance. In the night time, all medical experts are available in the hostels. So in the eventually of any need, the facilities available, experts are available in the hostels, in the boys' hostel and in the girls' hostel also. One medical expert is living along with you people. Then we are also providing medical support to a certain extent to welfare activities to the needy student if they are not able to support their illness related issues. Then, as I said, I was mentioning that contributing to society. So our students are contributing to the villages as well. Like there are a lot of campaigns related to hygiene, wellness. Recently, in the last year, there was a pandemic going on for the cows. So our student teams, they contributed a lot. They created a lot of awareness camps in those villages with the help of faculty and the government support. Then we have state-of-the-art sports facilities as well. I can say with the confidence that among the NITs we are the best in terms of the sports infrastructure, because that is the feedback we got in the last inter-NIT tournament. Like recently we have added 5 synthetic court badminton halls, the basketball courts, we have tennis courts, and new football ground is in place and probably will be using from your batch only. We have cricket ground and many more like gym. A new gym is being developed. Already work orders are placed for the equipments. And new courts like TT table courts are coming up already in front of the Aurobindo hostel. So new facilities are going on. Then a new kabaddi ground and kho ground is also in the planning process, and probably in the 2-3 months it will be available. We have a lot of extra scope for the extracurricular activities. We have cultural societies and technical societies where you can find ample opportunities for your personality development. Like we have around 31 clubs, 19 from the cultural side and 11 from the technical side. So where you can excel in the different arenas. And we have very able, you can say team under the leadership of Dr. Prerna Jain and Dr. Nisha Verma. They are taking care of those extracurricular activities. Then I'm showing a glimpse of like hostels. So we have 14 hostels, such a beautiful buildings. Just have a look, and probably you have visited them. Like in the hostel number 14, some of students are living. In the hostel number in Gargi as well, some of the girl students are living. Then, as I said, that this is the list of hostel wardens. So please just go through the names. These names are displayed on notice boards as well in your hostels. So they are your first point of contact. Like in each hostel, you have the caretakers for any problem. You please feel free to contact caretakers, your wardens. A name and phone numbers are given. This list is displayed again in each and every hostel on the corners, notice boards. So feel free to call and contact through mail or phone number for your any concerns. Then we have basically even you can find every detail on ERP as well, our institute website as well, about all those details. So how to deal with, like first point of contact is your caretakers for any problem related to mass or residence. Then you can contact the warden, then you can contact the associate dean students. And still you have opportunity to contact me as well and director sir as well. So this is just like a glimpse of our mass, like students are enjoying candlelight dinner in the hostel. So there are a lot of, you can say, the activities are going on in our hostels, and a lot of programs they conduct. Then this is a typical menu. It is not visible to you, but you can find in your welcome guide that we are providing 5 meals in a day. But of course, we have to be careful about it, that you have to keep your, you should keep in mind about certain etiquettes related to hostels and how you behave, how you can say, use your hostels in your residences. That is very important. And some details related to how you behave, what you need to do and what you need not to do. Those do's and don'ts, they are all available in your welcome guide. So I request you all that please go through that welcome guide. Each and every detail is available in that welcome guide, because that can guide you. A lot of details are available, like in a certain situation, from where to whom you should contact, where you can put a mail or call. So all those informations are available into into that welcome book. So this is like hostel life. You see, the lot of, just look at it. Festival is going on in the hostel days, the sports, and students are enjoying doing the painting competitions and many more activities. So we have a very vibrant, you can say, life in our hostels. So you'll be enjoying the coming years. As I said, in the wellness, so that is a new area for us, and we are moving very aggressively. We are trying to create a wellness center and club, and we are hiring professional services of counselors and agencies, so that in the need anonymously you can access those facilities and take the guidance. So these are the broader activities of wellness, like counseling, student mentorship, and yoga club, dispensary. So the student mentorship, this is a new initiative. You will be getting a mail that each 10 students will be assigned a faculty member. So those faculty members will be your mentors. Always you can reach out to those faculty members for your concerns, you share your problems, or any type of problem, always you can share. So you'll be receiving a mail very soon. I'm sure that Dr. Ritika is working on this for sending the mail of ragging. And I can assure you all that you are free to call at any time, and this campus is ragging free. You need not to worry about anything related to this aspect in our campus. Then, as I said, we have a lot of scholarships. So in the last year, around we have distributed around 3 crores of fellowship for the students. Around 577 students, they get benefited from the different type of fellowships. Needy students, some scholarships are merit-based, some are need-based. So these are the process. You can find out how you can find out a suitable type of scholarship for you, and what is the process. So all these details are available in your welcome guide, and all these details are also available on the institute website and DSW website. So these are the details, these are the website links, so you can click it and you can access those fellowship opportunities. And also we are sending mail to you regularly about the new fellowships, who is and when he's, you can say, available. So these are a few things. Like as said, the sports facilities, we have excellent indoor and outdoor facilities. And just look at a glimpse of this. We have table tennis, the badminton, 5 synthetic courts, world-class courts. Then we have yoga club, chess, weightlifting, gym. Then a lot of outdoor facilities like track and field, basketball. And so majority of the sports facilities are available in our hostel. We conduct 3 major tournaments in our institute. One is Malviya Sports Tournament. Second one is Inter-NIT Sports Tournament. And the third one is annual athletic meet. So these are the sports where you can participate and you can excel, and you can participate, you can compete with other institutes. So they are giving a big platform for you. So these are the few glimpses of sports events in the last academic year. And these are the future expansion plans. So for extracurricular activities, as I said, that we have around 31 clubs, 19 club for culture. So these are the number of clubs that you are getting. All the clubs, each and every student is supposed to be member of at least one club. You will be receiving a mail, very soon receiving a mail to join a club of your choice. And also you will be exposed to different type of leadership activities, your organizational activities, so you will have the ample of opportunities for. So 19 clubs and around 11 technical clubs. And those technical clubs in the different domains, like in the computer related things, ITs, IoT devices. So 11 clubs, so these are related to all technical aspects, related to computer sciences, related to astronomy, related to consultancy, finance, tinkering lab, related to development of and new innovative ideas. We also support the students to participate in technical competitions, cultural competition outside institute. So financial support is provided to the students to participate in those tournaments outside. So these are the technology clubs, and these are basically the clubs which are established in the different departments. So even you have the opportunity to participate in the department level clubs. Then also, as I said, that the opportunities are available to for participation in the different events, and our students are very talented. They bring laurels to the different competitions. In the last year, they won the top award from the Jindal Steel for the innovations in the area of the solid waste management. So we support those activities, and we nurture your talent in those areas. So this is the glimpse of extracurricular activities that is recently done in the last academic year, the different programs and events. Then our institute is also very judiciously, very encouragingly, we are participating into or implementing different flagship programs of Ministry of Education, just like Millet of Year, International Year of Millets, many more activities that lined up, and you can see the different glimpses of those, like Swasthya Pakhwada and many World Environment Day. So a lot of those activities, and students are actively participating in those events. This is like International Year of Millets, so we encourage the healthy food in our mess as well. And as I said, that towards social responsibility, our UBA team is very actively, you can say, taking care of this initiative, and a lot of students are contributing in some sense with the society in uplifting the, you can say, lives of the number of peoples in the villages through the variety of activities. So these are the 5 villages we adopted, and these are the different activities which were conducted last year. So I am just showing you a glimpse so that you can get motivated and you start feeling that this is a very vibrant community in the institute, and you can participate, you can develop your personality in all directions. And we also try to publish a student magazine where you can write your creative ideas, and that can be published, your articles, news articles, any ideas that can be published in the Mahamana student magazine. Now I would like to introduce our team of deanery. So I would like to request all my colleagues in the deanery, the associate deans, please जहाँ पे भी एक बार खड़े हो जाएं so that we can introduce the all coordinators and deans. सामने आ जाइए please एक बार. So Dr. Halal Mali, he is associate dean students. Dr. Sushant Upadhyay, Maths, Associate in Maths. Dr. Prerna Jain, the Associate in Culture. Dr. Nisha Verma, for Technical Societies. Dr. Dinesh Kumar, your Associate Dean, Discipline, Wellness and Sports. Then Dr. Ritika Mahajan, Coordinator Wellness. Dr. Swati Sharma, Coordinator Indoor Games. Dr. Hemant Meena, the Coordinator Outdoor Games. Dr. Anis, the Coordinator Scholarship. Dr. Pillai Sangeet for Student Magazine. And Madam Meena, that is handling our girls' hostel. She is a coordinating warden of girls' hostel. And also, there are a lot of people who are really contributing very hard in our deanery, because you see this function, all this function, and throughout the year, you will be coming in contact with these people only. So you can see, just look at their faces and recognize them, that you people are dealing with them. We have a very able, you can say, staff in my Deanery of Student Welfare who are really working very hard daily, I think, contributing 2-3 hours more than their office hours. So I will request all that please, if are available, you can stand and just see Dr. Ritu Singh, Kiran Rathod, Simi Chaudhary, Suha Lal, and Suresh, Deepak, Also in my hostels, our hostel office is available that is taking care into day-to-day your activities and addressing your concern on daily basis. Dr. Bhurendra Singh and is the deputy registrar there. So please visit the hostel office for any activities. So this is all about deanery, and I can assure the parents that your kids will be taken care well in our institute. We are very sensitive. Our director sir is very sensitive towards the student. He used to respond each and every student whenever everyone has rights to him. So always he guides us to take care of you well. So again, I would like to welcome you all in the MNIT family, a vibrant campus. And I congratulate parents and students for getting admission in such a reputed institute. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for patiently listening.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor Jyotirmay Mathur, Dean Academic Affairs, to acquaint us with academic policies and procedures at MNIT. Professor Mathur.
Very good evening, all of you. And special good evening to all the new entrants to MNIT. I said good evening. That's it. So I was thinking in such a cozy environment, maybe you've gone to sleep or whatever. So just wanted to make sure that you're awake. Okay, fine. So I'm pretty sure that through the presentation of Professor Mahesh, we must be quite excited to take part in sports, literary activities, cultural activities, and so on and so forth. Thodi bahut padhai bhi kar lena, and that's why I'm here, to make you aware about your academic requirements and what are you expected to do. The basic things, details definitely we can talk about later. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about is, basically we have three kinds of programs. One is the UG program, in which most of the students sitting here belong to. I'm told that 600 students have already reported to MNIT campus. We have 888 total strength. We also have students from MBA program. Till yesterday, about 62 of them reported. So special welcome to them. Parents, definitely congratulations to you, because your wards have entered in this institute, and we assure you that we would do our best to turn them into, first of all, good citizens. Besides imparting them good quality education, we will do our best to make them good citizens and responsible citizens for the country and for the world. We have, besides UG program, we have PG programs, MTech, MPlan, MBA, MSc, these kind of programs are there, and PhD program. So you would find that this institute is kind of a multidisciplinary institute. We have sciences program, we have, in humanities, we have even social sciences, English, literature, and all these streams are also being pursued. So you would find opportunity to have interdisciplinary knowledge. Special focus would be to the stream allocated to you, but yes, you would find enough opportunities otherwise also. So we have these departments and centers. So we have the architecture department, we have various departments, chemical, civil, computer science, electrical, electronics, these departments are there. We also have physics, chemistry, mathematics department, and these are supporting departments for the UG curriculum, but they have their own PG programs and PhD programs also, and management studies is also a program. Besides these departments, we have centers. So we have Center for Energy and Environment, which is running a master's program, Material Research Center, which is a unique facility, one of the best facilities as far as material characterization is concerned in the country, and you can make advantage of that. National Center for Disaster Mitigation Management, Innovation and Incubation Center, that is a unique center. So those who have startup dreams or dreams related to become an entrepreneur, they can go there and make use of the facilities available there. Two recently established centers, one is the Center for Rural Technologies or Rural Development, and another is the Cyber Security Center. So these two centers have recently been approved by the Senate and the board, and so through these centers are by definition interdisciplinary center. So if some of you have gone through the National Education Policy 2020, that promotes interdisciplinary knowledge. In fact, one of the new initiatives that we have taken this year is, if you know from your seniors, final year projects are usually done in the domain. in which you study. For example, mechanical engineering student would do a project in mechanical, computer would do in computer, and so on and so forth. Now we have opened it up, and you can, one student from electrical, one from electronics, one from civil engineering, they can come together and then conceive of a project, and then we will facilitate that. In fact, what we have made provision for is a special funding would also be available if your project is especially related to a product development and something. This is a unique initiative that we have taken from this year. Not only your batch, but 2-3 batches senior to you. The batch, this is also for the senior students who are present here. This facility is available to the present final year batch and onward. So anybody, I encourage them to make use of this provision. Okay. Okay. So let's get a little deeper into the academic requirement. So there is a word called credit, and many of you may not be aware about what a credit is. So what is the general definition of a credit, if somebody can help me? We give credit to somebody. What does it mean? The credit for organizing this program goes to Professor Mahesh Jat and team. What do we mean when we say this? We recognize their efforts, and that is the meaning of credit. In academic parlance, what is the meaning of credit? We recognize the efforts you put in for studying a particular course, which includes attending classes, submitting assignments, doing midterm examination, writing in-term examination, and scoring well. That is what is recognized through a term credit, right? Intense is the course, more intense is the course, more is the credit. Why? Because we need to recognize more of your efforts. And that's why the credit number, we give this through a number. So some course may have, which is lighter course, may have a 1 credit. Some course which is heavier course may have 4 credit, and so on and so forth. Okay, and finally what we do is we sum up all these credits out of all the semesters, we total them. And if you attain a minimum number of such credits, which typically is 178 to 184 right now, okay, means you have to be recognized for minimum 178 credits. This varies from department to department. 1 or 2 credit variation is there, but this is the broad range. Okay, this many credits you have to collect through various semesters that you study in. Okay, and unless you do that, you won't be getting the degree. Per semester, there is a minimum requirement. That minimum 18 credits have to be earned in every semester. And there is an upper limit also, because we don't want to burden you also. Okay, so the maximum limit is usually 25. So more than 25 credits, if you say that I can do well and I can study all 50 credits in one semester for 1 year, okay, we won't allow, because that is taxing and that is expecting a little too much. So there is a lower limit, there is an upper limit. Okay, then what we have is, so credits you can earn, and different courses, as I said, have different credits. UG student, the PG requirement is different, MBA requirement is different. So different departments have their own curricular structure, their own design. Some departments in some semester may have more courses related to practical. Some departments may have in some particular semester more courses related to theory, and so on and so forth. That flexibility is given, and you would find as you go deeper into the documents that this flexibility is really gelling well with the nature of the department and also with the interdisciplinary nature of the application of your domain. For example, a civil engineer nowadays would like to do a lot of computing also. So there may be some courses related to computing. And a computer engineer may like to find where all my applications are. So you may find that you have applications in mechanical, electrical, and so on and so forth. So that is why the nature of these may differ a little bit. This is the evaluation policy broadly. Broadly means there are components. We have theory component, we have lab component. So, and there's a mix also. Because as I said, there is a continuous evaluation scheme. You would get assigned, if theory is there, you are supposed to get assignments, and some evaluation portion would be there only on those assignments. There is a midterm exam essentially for theory as well as lab courses. So there is some allocation of marks for that. And end-term examination is also there. One issue that came up with some of the students, and I would like to remind each one of you, is appearing in end-term examination is mandatory. Even if 50 marks you have before the end-term examination, including assignment plus midterm, and you got 50 out of 50, which is more than the passing mark in that course. But if you do not appear in the end-term examination, you will not be considered pass in this paper. So whatever be the reason, you have to appear in the end term examination. Of course, there are some medical reasons and all, but do inform us in time, and there is a time limit in which on the medical reason, for medical reason, we give permission. If you do not appear even after that period, we have no option but to not awarding that credit, and you have to repeat that course and so on and so forth. So please be aware about the situation, be aware about the rule position that we have. So broadly, the continuous evaluation scheme is there, and that is going to help you. That is going to reduce the load on you and the pressure on you. We know that you've been a good pressure cooker for past 2-3 years. Am I right? There was a lot of steam inside, and some of that steam was pumped by the coaching classes that you were in, okay, additionally. But you did not burst, right? And that's why you are here. So this scheme is designed not to have that pressure built up on you for clearing a course. You keep scoring throughout the semester. And then you finally attain the credits which are supposed to be there. This is a scheme. So for your performance, you are given certain grade points. So for example, if you are outstanding, you are given 10 points and so on and so forth. Okay, if you fail because of the attendance is a very important component, and minimum 75% attendance is required. If your attendance is not 75%, then the course coordinator may detain you from appearing in the examination, and then we would straightforward award a FA grade in that course. FA means failure because of absence. And then you have to attend the classes. When you want to clear that course again, you have to attend all the classes of that course also. Please do not enter into that situation. Please try not to enter into that situation. FP is failure due to performance. Means you have attended classes, you were allowed to appear in the exam, but for some reason you could not score well. So for that type of failure, you just need to appear in the end term examination again, and then hopefully, God forbid, if you enter into that situation, you would pass in the next attempt. Okay. There is one provision of supplementary examination also, which is then done in the summer vacation only. So even for the odd semester, for any reason, if you have to appear again for the examination, that will happen in the summer vacation only. And then, of course, if incomplete reason is there, you have a provision of semester withdrawal also. Why I am saying this is, for some reason or other, some situations, some students land up in that situation. And then they said, कि हमें किसी ने पहले नहीं बताया कि ऐसा भी option था. Okay, so suppose not only in this year, but maybe in subsequent years also, you fall sick, or some unforeseen situation happens in the family and you have to abstain from the classes and you are not able to attend the classes. What you can do is, rather than making excuses and trying to influence the teacher and this and that, there is a semester withdrawal provision. You can withdraw your registration for every semester, for that particular semester, and then you can repeat that semester whenever you are comfortable. Okay. So that provision is there. Maximum 2 semesters can be withdrawn in the entire 4-year scheme or the 8-semester scheme. But yes, that gives you a little bit of flexibility because unforeseen situations can come in front of anybody. Okay. So that kind of provisioning is there, which, let's talk more positive. I have deliberately touched these negative aspects which I did not want to on the first interaction with you. But yes, these are the points which bother some of the students quite a lot. And some of the students are not able to come out of that situation because they did not see the rule or they did not refer to the rule book, and or nobody probably advised them well on those topics. Okay. So what we have is, we have recently modified the curriculum. Last year was the first batch in which the modified curriculum was there, and we have totally, we have done a deep surgery of the curriculum. So what we have is, we have mostly the courses are common. Why I am saying mostly is not 100% of the courses are common for all the branches. So you have 1 or 2 courses for each branch which are program specific. But yes, by and large, the course curriculum is common. Okay. And these programs, why they have been introduced program specific courses is, we want the feeling of your stream to be coming in you right from the first day. Otherwise, students earlier, this is based upon the feedback of students. Students used to say, sir, humko 1 saal ho gaya, but we don't know what our branch means. We don't know even iota of our branch, and so on and so forth. Okay. So this is there. We have devised the curriculum in such a way that you get 2 pathways, very clear 2 pathways. A third pathway is also there, but primarily 2 pathways. One is the academic pathway. Suppose you have dreams of becoming an IAS officer taking engineering as a main subject. Okay, or the engineering services examination, or you want to appear in GATE or any other thing, or you want to pursue higher studies going abroad. Okay, so you have the academic stream, the track 1, in which we will not only give you good course coverage, which facilitates your appearance in these competitive exams, but there would be additionally a provision of getting an honors in a specialized program in your stream, which enhances your expertise first of all, and which enhances your chances of getting an admission in a very prestigious college anywhere in the world. So that is our track 1. The track 2 is little industry oriented. What kind of skill set industry needs? And those skill sets are embedded in the curriculum. Okay. Industry needs more interdisciplinary knowledge, so those students can take courses across the departments. And one unique feature that we have is in this industry 2, track 2, is a provision of minor specialization, which was introduced for the first time last year. What is a minor specialization? In the open house, I had tried to explain, but what is a minor specialization? And probably that comes in honors I have already spoken about. The minor specialization means that you are student of X discipline. For example, chemical engineering or metallurgy engineering or electrical engineering or mechanical engineering. But you feel that yes, in addition to my own discipline, acquiring knowledge about a little bit of electronics may make a better career. Okay. Or acquiring a little bit of more knowledge about computers can help me make a better career. Or acquiring a little bit of management education can also make me a better professional. So you can opt for that. And you would be required to do 6 additional courses in that discipline. And you will get a degree, BTech in X with minor, graduation in X discipline with minor in Y discipline. I hope this scheme would be helping you in finding better career pathways, and that is what we aspire for. You are, as I said, you are only the second batch to be studying under this scheme. Last year we started this. So try to make use of that advantage. But definitely it requires a minimum academic performance when you make this choice. The choice is to be made after second year. So after second year you have to make this choice, and that time your grades, CGPA, the cumulative grade point average, has to be more than 8. Then only you are eligible for that. Because there will be an extra load. So you have to prove before that you are capable of handling the present load adequately and nicely. Then only we'll load you with extra courses. Otherwise, if you are struggling with the existing course structure, makes no sense to overload you with the extra courses. So that is the scheme. Try to make use of that. So minimum credits for first year. Because you are in first year, let us talk about a short-term target and short-term caution. Minimum credits for first year, clearing first year, is 30. Although the total credit requirement for first year is 50. But the minimum credits for all the courses put together in first year should be 30. If you are acquiring less than 30 credits, you may be in a problem. We will ask you to repeat entire first year if the total credits you clear after first year is less than 30. And if in the repeat year also you are not attaining more than 30 credits, the result is unfortunate. We have no option but to terminate you from the rolls of the institute. And that is the rule position. And just why I'm saying this is, just keep an eye on the minimum requirements. Of course, you should try to perform as best as possible. But what is the minimum threshold for continuing as a student in this institute should be known to you. So your course curriculum comprises of 4 segments in first year. One is the basic sciences, another is the basic engineering courses. Third is humanities and social sciences, very important. And fourth is the branch-specific course. So these are some courses which are branch-specific, and they are also. So put together these courses, they make your curriculum of first year. Okay. I would strongly recommend, because time is short, I've already overshooted the time allocated to me by Professor Mayajad, but Director Sir suggested that you should elaborate upon the basic requirements from the student, and that's why I took this liberty. So I would suggest that you go to the website of the institute, and first of all, the department in which you've been admitted, see the details of your department. You should see the profile of the students, labs, and so on and so forth. Okay. Study the rules. There are rules on the website. What are the rules? So there is a section students. So under that student, the rules are there, notices are there, calendar, academic calendar is there, timetable is there. And there is a book, UG regulations. Study that book. It gives you all those requirements that I have mentioned, plus additional which I have not been able to cover because of the time shortage. So again, my effort is to make you aware about what mistakes the students do. First of all, they don't check the academic calendar. सर मैंने तो रिजर्वेशन करवा लिया, अब मिड टर्म को आप शिफ्ट करो, मैं तो घर जा रहा हूँ. Believe me, such requests do come to us. Next semester registration is coming and there is a last date registration. Sir, we have a weekly train from my place and I have no option but to join late. and that late when the student arrives, the last date of registration is gone, and therefore we can't entertain, we can't allow him to continue in the semester. Don't do that. So see the academic calendar. Okay, so that is one. There are 3 steps of registration. One is the deposition of fees, so you've done that. One is the registration for courses. Because you were not aware of the courses that are being taught to you, we have done it for you this time. But from next semester onwards, you have to do it on your own. Okay, and then you have to sign a register in a departmental register at the beginning of every semester. All the 3 have to be completed within the stipulated time. Then only the semester registration is completed. Not intimating the time missing midterm. Because of some reason, if you are missing your midterm examination or end-term examination, first thing is, in writing, inform your course coordinator and head of department. Okay. And there is a DUGC convener, department UG committee convener. So inform them in writing, not verbally, so that there is a record that you intimated in time. If you intimate in time, then only we will make arrangements for taking an alternate exam for you. If you don't intimate in time, that provision will not be there for you. Okay, so that is there. Not intimating the miss, okay. Not updating mobile number. There is an ERP. I think you must have been told. You already got a login and all. Some details are there, but for some reason, if you have to change your mobile, please update. And even I would request parents to please check that their number is correctly mentioned in that. Some situations, what happens is, you are not able to trace your ward, and you call Dean Student Welfare or us that, okay, I am so, or the warden, I am so worried, where is my son or where is my daughter? And we find that the phone number of your daughter or son which is available on the website or ERP is not functional because it has changed. So that should be changed. And otherwise, if for some reason, because of the ward, we have to contact you, if your number is not updated, we are helpless. Okay, so please make sure that this is updated. Not checking the institute email regularly. Again, students, many times they come, yes sir, that intimation had come, but I did not check the mail for 5 days. So please don't let that happen. Unfair means, last unpleasant thing for today evening, some students for some reason try using unfair means. We have very strict regulations for that. And the strictest is that if in any paper you're found with an evidence of cheating, you will be awarded a fail grade not only in that course, but all the courses of that semester. And believe me, we had to award this punishment to some of the students, which probably has impacted their careers very significantly in an adverse manner. But yes, please avoid that situation to come. Okay. We prefer email mode of contact because then we can, before you come and meet us, write a mail about your problem so that we dig into the problem, we dig into the documents, and we are ready with the solution when you come and meet us. The meeting time, preferably we have meeting time with myself and the associate deans. We have Professor Sudha George and we have Dr. Sumit Khandelwal. Dr. Sumit Khandelwal is Associate Dean UG. He'll be your prime solution provider. So the preferred meeting time, 3:30 to 5:30. So that's all in our opening interaction from my side. Best wishes for your bright stay in MNIT and bright career in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Mathur, for this very insightful presentation. Now I request Professor Rakesh Jain, Dean International and Alumni Affairs, to introduce our freshers with the functionality of the deanery. Professor.
Delighted to address you not only as Dean International and Alumni Affairs, but also as Senior Alumni of MNIT Jaipur. I'm just 42 years senior to you. Entered in 1981. And right from 1981, I'm here only. So I spent 42 years. So first I'm your boss or senior, then dean. So you come to me not as a dean, but as a boss, I will be happy. On behalf of 35,000 alumni of IIT Jaipur, I welcome you to this extended family. All alumni are waiting to connect with you, and we are here to make a connection with them. And throughout the year, you will see different programs of alumni, and you are participating in it. And this year, it's very special because we are here in this month. And we are celebrating Diamond Jubilee this year, and we are having number of programs. All the events this year will be under the banner of Diamond Jubilee. I will not give you rules and regulations here. Very light speech, because you have heard so many rules and regulations regarding the academics. इतना डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. We are here to enjoy the college life, and academics is one part of it. So enjoy this whole 4 years to fullest extent. I am not saying you bunk your class and other things, but explore different dimensions. Because I am telling you, when I entered here, that time it was 5 years course. And that 5 years I learned so many things. I learned guitar, I learned painting, I learned German also. So this is the time to explore yourself, apart from your studies. And MNIT Jaipur will always support in all your endeavors. So welcome to MNIT Jaipur. This is a fantastic institute because I am testimony of it. As a Dean International Alumni Affairs, I have two roles to play. One is how to build international connections and how to build alumni connections, and how we can help alumni and how alumni can help us. So a small presentation, I will not, I have been asked to give a presentation. So these are some of the slides. I will not read it, just we have two functions to make. One is international, another is alumni network. And we have very big network, 35,000 alumni. And you will be surprised to know, and delighted also. Like whole Delhi law and order is handled by our alumni. The Prime Minister's pet project, Central Vista, is handled by our alumni. We have number of chief secretaries. The coal ministry is handled by our alumni. So all around the world, you will see our alumni reaching the top positions. And my role is to connect with you. So we have two divisions, Alumni Affairs and International Affairs. We do number of events to connect alumni, and we do number of events in International Affairs. And in all these events, they are managed by students only. And we will have a separate orientation program to tell you what we do and how you can engage yourself in these connections. There is one body which is alumni committee. This alumni committee body is managed by students only. So we have fourth year, third year, second year students managing that committee. They talk to the alumni, they talk to international dignitaries, they organize various events. So it's all you who are making it happen. Alumni affairs, we do number of these reunions, Golden Jubilee, Silver Jubilee, Ruby Meet. So we conduct so many reunions here, and these reunions again you are managing. Then we also, we have recently started alumni awards ceremony, because this is 60 years old institute. So number of alumni, they have reached to top positions. We invite them, we felicitate them under alumni awards function. So every year in December, we organize a reunion as well as alumni award ceremony. We also conduct guest lectures. This year, we are having a new initiative with the help of Dean Academics, Director Saab. We are starting Industry Institute Interaction. That initiative, within that, we are inviting alumni to engage your classes. So very highly experienced, notable alumni will come to your class. Might be in first year or second year, we are working it out. It's a new initiative, and we are thinking that at least every semester 100 alumni should come here to talk with you. We also publish magazine about the alumni. You take the interviews. We publish on the Alumni Day on 25th of December. And there is also a separate alumni office website, which again the students manage this website. We also run a souvenir shop where you can purchase various mementos, t-shirts, other things. So visit, this is very near to ICICI Bank. You visit that souvenir shop. Then we have international affairs, where we conduct events, particularly seminars, lectures regarding internship opportunities abroad. So you will see alumni talking to you from Germany, America, and telling you about higher studies, or telling you about the internship opportunities. Like in third year, you can go to Germany or any other place. So we will conduct many events for that. So these are some of the international opportunities for internship. We will have a separate session on that. And we have signed many MOUs with foreign universities for student exchange and dual degree programs. We are working on it. So you will see number of such information on your mail. And we have recently signed MOUs with IITs, NITs, and with these MOUs, I think future, you can travel to these IITs or NITs, you can get the credit transfers. I think this is according to new education policy. So this will happen in future. And we have number of foreign visitors. So they will address you. So please join in these such addresses. Most important is you visit the website. There is a separate website of international affairs, and all international opportunities, they are listed there already. There is a separate portal for alumni affairs. So visit that, and we will keep you informed. So with that, I once again welcome you to MNIT Jaipur. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Jain. Now I invite to the podium Professor Gunwant Sharma, Dean Research and Consultancy.
Respected Professor Padi, various deans who are sitting on the dais. Dr. Vineet Savla is sitting because of his certain problems, just along with you. So first of all, I welcome you all to this institute. This institute is a premier institute, as you know, that it is ranked 37 this time in NRF ranking. And you people are going to be the brand ambassadors of this institute. Like Professor Jain has said, that he is an alumni of this institute, and he has been working for the past so many years and is associated with this institute for the past 42 years. And he has already introduced you that there are so many people who are alumnus of this institute are working at various prestigious places. They are occupying very high positions. And I should say that this is possible just because of the teachers who are engaged in teaching and research. Because my deanery deals primarily with RNC projects. So our team is actively involved. Our team of teachers who are sitting here and those who could not join here, they are basically the cream of the teachers, you can say. So in brief, I would like to be touching upon certain points which my deanery deals with. In our team, there are certain number of deans, associate deans are there, certain associate deans are there, and there are number of coordinators. The first one is Associate Dean Research, and he is E. Pilli, who could not come to this place because of his certain foreign assignment. Then Professor Yogesh Meena is there, he is sitting with us. Then Monika Sharma, she could not come here because of illness, she is bedridden. Then Dr. Vineet Savla is sitting amongst you, and he is looking after a deanery of infrastructure development, digital infrastructure development he is dealing with. So he is going to help you in many ways. Then Madam Namita Mittal is there. She is sitting amongst you, and she is looking after ISRO RACS projects. Then again, Professor Pilli has been given another duty of IPR and TT, and because one of our colleagues, he has left for IIT Jammu, therefore the charge has been given to Professor Pilli. Then Dr. Kuldeep Singh is also there. He is going to deal with Industry Institute interactions, IQ we call it normally. Then we have got two more persons who are assisting in various kinds of activities which are related to the Dean RNC systems. You see, the main goal of our deanery is to implement and to enact various types of policies which are relevant for the institute, their growth, the teachers are to be involved at various places, and how they can develop the students in a nice manner. So in the light of this, we have got National Innovation Startup Policies, NISP, introduced in this institute. Then Faculty Entrepreneurship Policy, FEP, which was implemented in 2021. Then Intellectual Property Rights Policy, which is also implemented in 2021. So these are some of the new policies which have been introduced. Then we have got a Research Advisory Committee. It is comprising of so many people, and some of them, they are sitting here. I'll be briefly touching upon that the Material Research Center, which is a prime research center which was established way back in 2014. This is contributing a lot in the characterization of materials. Then we have got Electronics and ICT Academy, which is normally handled by Professor Vineet Savla and his team. You see, we are pioneer in organizing the various programs, especially for teacher training purposes, and perhaps we have trained more than 10,000 faculty members of the various places, which belong to different engineering colleges. Then we are having MNIT ISRO Regional Academic Center for Space. Initially, it was started way back in 2019 for the Western region. Then the another important center is the Center for Energy and Environment, and the last one is National Center for Disaster Management and Mitigation. You see, these centers are actively engaged in the various research activities, and at the same time, we are the ones who have been allotted prestigious projects of 30 crores by the Jal Shakti, Ministry of Jal Shakti, and we have been identified as a center for establishing the various important instruments in the National Center for Disaster and Management. So this concept was introduced, and this is the only center which is established in any of the NITs. Then the thrust areas in which our faculty members, they work, they are nanotechnology, of Education, MET, then Board of Research in Nuclear Sciences, Indian Council of Social Science Research, then Rajasthan State Science and Technology, DST Rajasthan, various other ministries of Government of India, including Ministry of Jal Shakti and you can say Disaster Management Ministry. So these people, these are the some of the funding agencies who are investing or you can say they want to get their problems solved through MNIT. Then, just for a glance, the faculty members who have published papers, they are numbering 1, 2, 2, 4 in Q1 category and 2003 numbers in Q2 SCI categories. Then you can say that these SCI or Scopus journal paper, they are considered to be one of the best papers, you can say. Then faculty members have published 340 numbers of Q1 papers, 638 numbers of Q2 papers in the past 2022 year. So some of the data which I am just giving you. Then MNIT Regional Academic Center for Space, that is funded by ISRO, has been awarded 9 faculty members. They have been awarded ISRO RSES projects this year. And there are 7 student projects also. They have been awarded worth rupees 2.36 crore. And probably you can say that because of the active involvement of faculty members in this institute who are conducting research as well as consultancy, our institute has come up to a rank of 35, and perhaps this is 5th or 6th in amongst NITs. Then there are 3 more grants, chemistry, metallurgy and CSE of rupees 3.7 crores were received in 2021. 2 more grants which have been received by Mechanical Engineering Department and Civil Engineering Department under the FIST scheme, and it was 1.7 crores. This was received in the previous year. Now you see that the proposals which we normally submit, they are evaluated by various ministries, highly technical people. You can say there are many people who are from various IITs. They evaluate the projects. And we submitted a project amongst in this Sathi scheme, Technical Health Institute Sathi scheme. And we have been identified as a lead institute partnering with NIT Surat, then Siri Pilani, IIT Kota, NMIT, MIT Jaipur, then GLA Mathura. And we have been shortlisted as cluster as a lead. So this is entirely because of the efforts which were taken by Professor Padi, and he said that we have to have this particular project. So he is encouraging the teaching and research in this institute. So National Center for Earthquake Safety of Dams, NCESD, was sanctioned to be hosted in MNIT by the National Dam Safety Authority, NDSA, with a grant of rupees 30 crores. So you can say that we are moving leaps and bounds in the area of research and consultancy. To just tell you in brief that 368 projects were submitted, worth rupees 51.69 crores. 47 projects have been granted, worth rupees 1129 crores as yet, and total number of consultancy projects, their worth is about 11.85 crores. And so far we have done 548 projects in the previous year. Then there are international and national projects worth 92.63 crores were granted to us, and they are in execution as in June 2023. So this is all with regard to the deanery which is working. And you can say that there are many more activities which are related to Dean RNC, like filing patents, IPRs, then registering for startups, and we are having 105 startups which are registered in MIIC, and you can say that 59 graduated and 46 startups are at present, they are running. 7 of them are from MNIT, and 3 faculty members, they are running this startups, and 4 students are there. So you can say that students also can contribute to the startup policies, and at the same time if they have innovative ideas, then they can write the projects, they can submit to MIIC, and then further they can be allocated. So in brief, I would like to say that you are fortunate that you have been admitted to MNIT Jaipur, which is very highly ranked in India, and the previous year we were in brand excellent in the ARIA ranking also. So we are continuously progressing, and the main contribution goes from the teachers. You are very happy to learn that most of the teachers, they are either having a PhD or MTech degree from IITs, and therefore they are working day and night for writing research projects, plus at the same time they are doing a lot of consultancies. So one of the points which Professor Jyotirmay Mathur was telling, that we have to be very careful that part 2, perhaps, that was mainly dealt with the like industry institute interaction type of, industry interaction in the academic courses. So with this, I once again welcome you all. So thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sharma. May I now request Professor Sanjay Mathur, Dean Planning and Development, to share information relevant to his deanery.
Yeah, good evening. Awake? Yeah, great. So I'm Sanjay Mathur, presenting my deanery, that is Dean Planning and Development. The business of my deanery is to create the new facilities and maintain the existing facilities. So from a student perspective, yeah, thank you. So from a student's perspective, your hostel, your classrooms, your laboratories, your sports facilities, all of them are being maintained by us. So these are few of the things which we use to do the planning of new projects, execution of monitor of ongoing project, building material. Not much of your interest, you may find it. So what you can do is, the one interesting thing, I'll elaborate it later, that now we have everything online, and we have a portal called SMS portal. So you simply have to visit to sms.mnit.ac.in. You log in there for once, and then you will get the facility to avail whatever your requirement from my deanery is concerned. So what we are actually having 3 type of the things. We are offering 3 type of services, namely the maintenance wing, the transportation wing, and the security wing. So anything, any requirement of yours, you can simply put your service there, and you will get it done, hopefully very soon. So this SMS system, or the service management system, is actually an online monitoring component, you can not only register your request, but you can also monitor where it is lying. And it has a very systematic way of progressing. So suppose your request is not entertained within, say, 3 days, then it will be going to the next level. If it is not still entertained in next 2 days, again, it will be going to the next level. So we are continuously monitoring it. The interesting thing is that if you want to modify it, it is actually accessible 24/7. So anytime you find it, you can log on to your SMS portal with your LDAP ID. LDAP ID, I think you would have got it. Otherwise, you will get it in a day's time or so. So you use your LDAP ID, your password, and you simply log in to that facility. This is where we go to. So if you go to the MNIT website, on the top you will find the quick links. And in the quick links, you will find the service management system. This is another way to access it. And there, sorry, this is delayed, I think. Yes. So you simply log in using your LDAP ID, which will be given to you, and the password, which is unique to you. And then you can go to the first thing which you have to do, and as early as possible you should do, that you should create your profile. So when you are creating your profile, you will put your name, your student ID, your email ID, the institute email ID, your contact number, etc. So that if the person comes to offer the service, he can contact you if you are not available. The one facility which we are providing here is that you can also set the time. For example, you have a classes from 9 to 12, and you want the electrician to visit your room after, say, 2:30. So you can fix that schedule also, that between 2:30 to 5, there are 2 hours slots. So you can say that, okay, between 3 to 5, the electrician should come to your office and your room, and he should take care of it. Even if you find that something is not right in your classroom, suppose a fan is not working in a particular classroom, you can again register a complaint there, and it will be immediately entertained by us. This is about the routine services. And if you have some special service request where you, for example, the door of your hostel room requires a change, then you will have to write a particular text about it, that why you want to get it changed. You will have to click a photo from your mobile, upload it there, so immediately it will be entertained. Then here the third box is about the status, to see that where lies your request. Suppose your request will first go to the junior engineer. He will assign to somebody. Say for it is regarding the electric complaint, then it will be assigned to some electrician. It is about the plumbing, it will be assigned to a plumber. So like that, it will be assigned, and you will know that who is the person who is coming to entertain your request, right? Other than that, we are also creating the wonderful sports facility here. In last 1 year, we have actually created so many facilities. We have created a cricket ground, which we actually modernized the cricket ground. It was already existing there. It is modernized completely. We have got 2 new badminton courts, which are of the international standard. They were inaugurated 2 months back only. Maybe in next 8-10 days time, you will get 2 more basketball courts, again of the international standard, with a synthetic court. We have 4 routine badminton courts which are available, and we are also going to upgrade them. So there are so many facilities, and in fact I'm very overwhelmed because yesterday only, when I was walking around the Pratap Sthal, and I found 2 students talking to each other, कि यार कुछ भी हो जगह तो जन्नत है, and I thought that, okay, my job is done. So with that, I'd like to take the leave. Maybe you will not have much of the interaction with my deanery, but yes, you can make best use of the SMS portal. So please visit to it, create your profile, and then start using it. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Mathur. I would now invite Professor Kailash Singh, Dean Faculty and Chair ECOFAR. Professor Singh, please.
A very good evening. I welcome you all here at MIT Jaipur. Myself, Professor Kailash Singh. I am Dean Faculty Welfare. Teachers play a significant role in shaping the students for their bright career, and they impart the knowledge, good values, and ways to resolve modern day challenges. There are approximately 270 faculty members in our institute who are well qualified from the reputed institutes. They disseminate the basic and applied knowledge with latest developments in the field. Recently, we have also appointed 250 faculty members, 25 adjunct faculties and 2 professors of practice. And also we are in the process of recruiting more faculty members. The students also give the feedback about the courses which are being taught by the teachers, and that feedback is very important for the Outstanding Teacher Award also, and also for improving the teaching by the teacher. So you should take care of while giving the feedback about the course. So that is very important for us. Our Dean Faculty structure is myself, Dean Faculty Welfare, Professor R.K. Goyal and Dr. Amar Patnaik, Associate Dean, Sri Ashok Agrawal, Coordinator Rajbhasha, Sri Sanjeev Agrawal, Coordinator Medical, Dr. Vivekanand, Coordinator Annual Reports, Dr. Satish Sharma, Coordinator Guest House, Dr. Neerja Saraswat, Coordinator Institute Newsletter. So this is our Dean Faculty structure. We have also primary health care. In our institute, we have a dispensary available in the campus. It is supervised by the medical officers and 2 full-time nursing staff. Also services of part-time Ayurvedic doctor, homeopathic doctor and a gynecologist are available to students and staff and their family members. Medicines for routine ailments are provided free of charge. The timing is also available on the institute website. You can go on our institute website and find the timing. There are different specialty doctors are available, and all the 7 days this facility is available. We have these 2 guest houses. One is Indradhanush and another is Suryodaya Guest House. The booking is completely online, and we have also takeaway facility for the staff members. So that can also, these guest houses can also be used by several guests throughout the year. We have the newsletter also, which is published quarterly. It depicts various events and accomplishments and initiatives of MIT. The newsletter is a creative effort by editorial team and conveys the spirit of MIT in true sense. The students, faculty members and staff members can share the details, which later get culminated in creative expressions by the team of editors. The website is also here. You can go through all the newsletters available on the website. We also have the annual report, which is published every year, which has various academic activities and co-curricular activities and several details of all the activities done in the previous year. That is depicted in that annual report. So that is all we have, and I thank you all, and I wish you all the best for your academic journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Singh. May I now request Professor Vineet Sahula, sir, Honorary Dean, Digital Infrastructure and Services, to address the students.
A very good evening. I'm also alumni, proud alumni of the institute, but 1 year less than Professor Jain. 41 years ago, I came here. Thank you. So, Professor Party, respected director, my colleagues on the dais, students, proud parents, and audience joined electronically through the YouTube. So that facility, my team, I am part of the team which is managing the electronic facilities, and it is called invisible infrastructure. We do not want to be visible to you, and we wish to remain in that sense and keep our efforts so that you do not have to come to us. Please. Next slide, please. Slides, please. Yeah, next slide, please. Professor Dr. Ramesh Batula, he is looking after the computing resources. On the first floor of Prabha Bhavan, you will see all the labs there. Much of the resources are intangible, all softwares and other kind of OS and virtualization, but it is huge. Dr. Ravi Madila, I'm sorry they are not here. He actually looks after the complete network of the institute, wired, internet and wireless. Professor Manju Singh, she is actually looking after the outreach to the world and within the institute that way. And other coordinators looking after other facilities are Dr. Majumdar, Dr. Mitharwal, Dr. Tyagi, Dr. Chauhan, Dr. Jadeja, and Dr. Tripathi. Next, please. So, this is just a kind of appraisal to the facilities. Next, please. You can visit the website to look at what other facilities are there. So I will just skip the slides for the sake of time. What I can request to you is look at the website of ICT or DIS. Look what facilities exist there, what opportunity can be created out of it. And as happens in the life, your opportunities are there, but you have to exploit them. So be proactive in using all those facilities and just explore what they are available. Next, please. You will be given a lifetime email on a Google platform, and you can explore various e-resources, softwares, CAD and cloud. Many of the facilities are within department, and some of them are centralized. Next, please. Next, please. So we have these many activities centers, 6 or 7 of them. Please go ahead. And for sake of time, I will just skip this because this is all visible on the website also. And as I said, we are trying our effort. I'm part of a team which is trying to put their efforts so that we remain invisible. But you may have some problems some of the time. So you can actually probe us for any problem regarding these facilities. We'll try to come up to that. Just one request that after putting your complaint, little bit be patient till we actually troubleshoot and resolve, because this is all electronic for that way. Yeah, please. Next, please. This is a data center which is a private cloud of MNIT, and I can proudly say that 99% of all our electronic activities are on campus. We do not outsource our any website building, do not outsource our cloud, do not outsource our any of the electronic activity. It is 99% on-house and maintained by the staff of the MNIT. Yeah, this is our virtual classroom, which was functioning much before the COVID came, and we have hosted so many classes to and fro. To means we did transmit online courses during COVID and before that to various IITs which are coming up, IIT Mandi, IIT Jodhpur and many other NITs, and we do receive the lectures from other NITs for the benefit of our staff, students that way. And we have 3 well-furnished smart classrooms supported by the ACT Academy rooms that way. So this is all from our side. Again, welcome you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sawla. I'm so sorry, Professor Saula. Coming up next is an overview of training and placement activities at MNIT. And for this, I invite Professor D. Bhulchandani, Professor in Charge, Training and Placement. Sir.
A very good evening to Honorable Director, sir, Deans, my colleagues, parents, and dear students. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the freshers because you have worked hard to reach where you are today. Your efforts have been fruitful and you are in one of the finest NITs. I extend hearty welcome to all of you, and I would focus on the training and placement activity cells. The placement cells invites company, organization, and institutes of repute to our institute for the placements of students. These companies, organizations are not only in the core engineering field, but they are in consultancy, they are in IT and IT infrastructure, they are in consultancy, they are in manufacturing, they are in R&D activities. And beside this, we also offer an internship program. For any BTech curriculum, the compulsory training is there of 6 to 8 weeks. Students going for internship get a practical knowledge of the theoretical concepts which they have studied in the campus. And beside this 6 to 8 weeks internship, we also provide 6 months internship to our BTech students in 7th and 8th semester, and MTech internship in 3rd and 4th semester. Besides going to industry, they also go to research projects outside the India, as Germany, UK, Spain, Finland, Australia. There are many countries which offer internship in their research projects. They also go as a summer interns in IITs, ISC, DRDO, NTBC, and CSIR laboratories. And then we also have MOUs with different companies for enhancing the technical skills, job readiness skill, joint research projects. We have an MOU with IBM. They provide us skill sets course for enhancing the soft skill and technical skills. We have recently signed MOU with Infosys, which provide and given access to their Springboard platform, which have technical courses which industry looks for. And what we do is we also organize a workshop and short-term training session for enhancing the communication skills, soft skills. Any industry, while finalizing the list of students, all the students have to clear the HR round. And in the HR round, company looks for the soft skills, communication skills. So we regularly organize communication skills, employability skills program, personality development program, and confidence building program. Beside this, I would suggest students, as Professor Mahesh Yad had mentioned, there are different clubs under the student welfare. You have many clubs under the Creative Arts and Culture Society. There is many clubs that are under Science and Technology Society. And students should participate in such clubs because this gives them the opportunity to work as a team. This participation brings out the leadership qualities in them and leads to that personality development. I, at the training and placement, have seen students who have participated in these extracurricular activities are really performed. Their success rate in getting an employment is much more. Though you might be thinking that there are no credits associated with such activities. There are 0 credits, in fact, associated. But I like to tell you, the 0 has its own value. You can see that the value of 1 increases 10-folds if 0 gets appended to it. Similarly, are these activities, which can enhance your personality, would increase chance of getting a good placement. So do participate in these extracurricular activities. And then I will like to bring out the highlights of the placements in 2022 and 23. So what we see is 250 plus companies have visited our campus for the selection of students for the full-time job and internships. For the first time in MNIT history, we have crossed the mark of 1,000 1,040 roles have been offered to the students, both including UG and PG. 91 double roles have been offered to the students. We have a concept of a dream option. So the student who are performing well, they can exercise this option and get a dream option complete. So there were 91 students who have been offered double placements. 657 UG placements have taken place. 194 UG summer internships. 122 P-placements offer have been made. 1.5 lakh was the highest stipend during internship. This is per month. And you have a 13.2 lakhs per annum average CTC for UG students. 64 lakhs per annum was the highest CTC for a UG student. 48 lakhs per annum was the highest CTC for PG student. 10.53 lakhs per annum average was a CTC for PG student. These are the placement statistics. You'll see that the number of students who have been placed, distribution in different branches, and then company comes with the different roles. What you see is that core branches, 34% companies are selecting the students in the core branches. Analytics 15%, in IT we have 25%, consultancy we have 4%, research and teaching 10%, management again 4%. So depending upon your interests and your caliber, you can make a choice in which company you would like to go. These are our recruiters. These are one of the best national and international reputed companies. And I assure you that at the end of your graduate program, you will be definitely placed in one of these companies. Only what you have to do is you have to keep on working on your extra skill sets beside focusing on your curriculum, subjects. You can't leave that. And don't give up the habit of working hard, which you have already developed and because of which you are here. So I wish you enjoyable, enlightening, and successful journey at MNIT with lot of learning and personality growth. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Bulchandani. May I now request Dr. Rajiv Agarwal, Coordinator Library, to please come up on stage and appraise our students with library facilities and resources. Dr. Agarwal, please.
Respected Professor N.P. Padi, sir, Deans on the dais, faculty member, and budding engineers and MBA 2023 batch. I welcome you all. Good evening. So, I would be giving you some facts about library, that central library. So there are 4 verticals where we would be highlighting the library. So this library is the place where actually you can find print and electronic media in science, engineering, architecture, management. So you can say ki when we have everything is available in Google, why? So you can find reliable sources here, which you can actually refer in your project reports. Library is the place where you can evolve your professional and academic growth by using various resources. So the resources which is available to you. And this library is not only give comprehensive information which are need to stakeholders, the faculty members, staff, and students, for your learning and the research which you will be doing in the various disciplines. So all the resources which are available will be highlighting just now, and then we will be having a orientation program in library in batches. So these are the various resources. So we are having a state-of-art hybrid library which has got a 15,000 square feet area where 400 user can sit. Total number of books are there, 1,69,000 e-books, e-journals. There are PhD theses, Shodh Ganga, where you can have reliable PhD theses are there. So you can see how the researcher has actually contributed to the knowledge. And we have got the number of e-books not only in size, we have various databases that like Elsewhere, ACM Digital Library, e-databases, you can see Web of Sciences. So these are reliable databases. Architecture, Bloomsbury architecture, BIS online standards, Scopus database, CMI economic hardware, and Sage business case. And these are the various tools available for you. Turn it in to search plagiarism in your text, and the Open Athens, EBSCO, Grammarly for giving you the better advice of sentences, Zotero and Mendeley. So this is the library, which is, so first I would like to show you the library. This is the place and this is the website. You can actually go to the website, and there are the various institutional repository, e-Gyan Ganga and Shodh Ganga is there. So thank you, and I welcome you all to have a wonderful learning experience in the next 4 years. Thank you. This is our team. We are coming under the Dean Academics. Our librarian, Dr. Rishi Tiwari, and then assistant librarian and team of all the librarians are there. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Agarwal, and thank you to all dear students and for patient listening. I now invite Dr. Vikas Sangal, Coordinator Security, on stage. Dr. Sangal would acquaint us with security aspect and rules to be followed on campus. Dr. Sangal, please welcome him with applause. This is the final set of instructions and rules that Dr. Sangal will present.
Thank you. Respected Director Sir, Professor Padi, Dean, students, all deans, faculty colleagues, dear parents and students, a very good evening to all of you. So, myself, Vikas Sangal, I am looking after the Institute Security Cell, and I assure you, the Security Cell is working for all the entire campus for whether it is students, whether it is faculty, whether it is staff, 24/7. Generally, when the parents select the institute, parents are worried about the security. Parents are worried about the security. One is they are selecting the NIRF ranking branch, but one of the important criteria is the security. And on behalf of the MNIT administration, I assure to all the parents and the students that our MNIT campus is heaven and it's a completely secure. So, now, just an idea about the campus. We have 4 entry gates in the institute. Generally, the main gate, staff gate, dean gate, and Jhalana gate. Only this main gate is working for 24/7, and whenever you will come, you can use that. Otherwise, other gate, staff gate, dean gate, and Jhalana gate, the working timing is only from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. These are the some glimpses of the different gates. All the gates are surveillance. We have a CCTV surveillance system at the some important place, like all the gates, high mass circle at the some location. Recently, we got the surveillance system at the Pratap Sthal. Recently, a monument, as Professor Mathur told, it's a beauty of the campus. So we have a surveillance system at the different place. These are just a glimpse of the different gate. Now the basic information about the security system, what we are doing. We have a 90-10 security guards, home guards at the different locations. Generally, around 25 to 30 security guards are placed in a one shift. There are 3 shifts, generally at a timing of 6 to 2, 2 to 10, and 10 to 6. And 25 to 30 guards are placed at the different locations at the different point of the institutes. These are the different points generally, and we will switch over when there is a requirement in the department or any institute, when there is a requirement of certain locations, we will switch over on a daily basis, and we will fulfill all the requirement of entire MNIT. And the supervision of the home guard is done by the army supervisor, ex-army man supervisor, on a rotation basis in shift wise. These are the just Pratap Sthal. We have a home guard always there. As I earlier told, we have a surveillance system also in MNIT campus at most of the locations, including the Pratap Sthal, main gate, old gate, and some important locations. So we are working with this. There are certain guidelines that I request to all students, and that is written on the welcome guide that you have provided to us. Entry to the campus is restricted, prohibited after 10 p.m. So you have to follow this guideline. And there are certain guidelines that is already written in your manual, whatever we are giving to you. So due to the shortage of time, I am not reading all that. But main important thing is you have to wear the institute ID card. You have to be so that the security personnel can identify that you belong to the MNIT faculty, you belong to the MNIT campus. So you have to wear the your identity card, and you will got soon the DSW, Dean Student Welfare, will provide you the this ID card. These are the some important informations, and that is also given to you on duty security supervisor, security emergency number, and you can approach to us by writing a mail to the security or to me. Generally, this security come under the Dean P&D, but this security cell is working to the entire campus, not for the Dean P&D. We are working for Dean student, we are working for alumni. If any type of function, any type of activity is going on in the campus, our Jawans, our home guard will be always there, and we are serving for the institute. And if you face any difficulty, you can come to you can contact to these important information, you can save it. So this is all about the brief idea of the security cell. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sangal. Dear students and all present here, it's my honor to introduce Professor N.P. Pari, Director, MNIT Jaipur. Previously, Professor Pari was serving as Professor Electrical Engineering and Dean Academic Affairs at IIT Roorkee. He has assumed prestigious positions at various national and international institutes of repute. Dr. Pari is highly acclaimed for his research in the area of power systems engineering and smart grid, reflected in numerous research articles with around 9,000 citations, books, and patents. His contribution through international and national research projects is phenomenal, with a funding of more than rupees 200 million. He has been entrusted with important assignments by the center and state governments as well as international organizations such as Smart City and Smart Grid Technology projects, Mission Innovation 2.0, to name a few. His famous NPTEL online course on Introduction to Smart Grid has over 50,000 views. Professor Pari's commendable service towards innovation, research, and its applications have been recognized through numerous honors and awards, both at national and international forums. I invite Professor N.P. Pari, Director, MNIT Jaipur, to inspire young minds through his address.
So, I'm just in between your dinner and the meeting, am I right? So, you're feeling very tired? Yes or no? Yes. So we can spend another 10 minutes time? Sure. So first of all, I'd like to welcome you all to this wonderful campus. The newly admitted students, especially their parents and family members, faculty colleagues, and my deanery, and at least the last but the dear Dean, students introductory to the security. Almost everything which has been covered, my dear students, I hope you are not very threatened with our statements from time to time, and also entertainment by Professor Jain not to study too much during 4 years. I will take up some of the points which has not been covered by my deaneries and try to give you certain inputs that can certainly not only enhance your knowledge in next 4 years, but also a overall personality development. To me, just before coming to this hall, I was just calculating to whom I am going to address today. I had a rough estimation that the country is close to 130 to 140 crores of population. And even if you say, because I like to make my mathematics a little simpler, if the average age of living is 70, so that means at least 2 crores people of your same age present in this country. Yes or no? Very good. So out of this 2 crore, only 20 lakh people of this capable of aspiring to a wonderful future, which is again 10% of the whole mass. And out of those 20 lakh, only 20,000 students who can be one of you. 20,000? You must be all the 20,000 top brain of this country to me. Forget about plus or minus 5, 10, Let us assume the best brains, okay? So that means almost you are less than 0.1% mass of your age. That means, what does it indicate? Are you all intelligent? Yes? Very good. I am very happy for the first time in my life, someone dared to say that she is intelligent, How many of you feel that you are intelligent? Please raise your hand. Yes? Go ahead. Come on. No? Not very sure? Yeah. How many of you feel that you are not very intelligent? Please raise your hand. उसमें भी हाथ नहीं उठ रहा है. All right. So that means it shows that we are partially confused about our career, including parents. Parents are confused and students are also partially confused because it is natural, because you had a lot of hard work for last 4 to 5 years. You had multiple dreams from time to time. And today your goal is almost frozen to an extent. What is next? Any one of you do carry? Because I could see some of them are very excited, very happy. I was observing each individual for last 45 minutes. And I could see a bit of stress on some of you. Are you emotional that you are leaving your home and parents? Yes? Yes, for sure. Naturally, yes. Dean student probably given a lot of examples that how a good family amenity is all about. So probably make sure that they are not feeling lonely at a given point of time. But to me, please make sure the first and foremost important part of your life that begins from tomorrow is your mental health. Very, very important. If you are fit mentally, then you can think better future for yourself as well as for your family. Am I right? I'm very happy that, these young kids, I was just talking to my Dean Academic. We see these wonderful, well-behaved, disciplined kids. And how do they slowly change when they go to second year, third year, fourth year? Is it not a good idea? Because it is better to change yourself. It is always welcome. But the question to me, they're all wonderful people, wonderful souls, that I could see that you're all really, really nice people. Please maintain your originality at least for next 4 to 5 years unless you get settled well. Now, as I told you, your mental health, how do you maintain your mental health? I'm looking at a few family members, they're equally worried sitting next to their kids. Mental health means whatever God has given to you today, please accept it positively. Am I right? Forget about computer science in IIT Bombay anymore. Am I right? So whatever God has given to you today, feel proud of you, because I've already told you, you're not really questioning yourself. I am that 0.1% of this country, of my peers and my classmates. Instead of that, I'm looking into those segments that I have really missed due to some reason. Please do not look into that, okay? Look positive from tomorrow. Have a great life. Professor Rakesh Jain said that, even this institution has produced wonderful individuals, not all, but some of them. So probably why not you can be one of them, okay? So you can set examples. This institution can give me everything that I have dreamed in my life. And also as well my parents, those who have dreamed for me for last 17 years. Make sure that you have at least some space for you. Please go to playground at least for 1 hour a day. That's what actually Dean student said. And Professor Jyotirmay was very correct, Dean Academic, as well as Professor Bulchandani. They too have highlighted about working very, very hard. I also strongly support these two individuals. Please make sure that you are working very, very hard, but not disturbing your mental health. If you can balance out working hard and be happy. Have you seen some of your classmates in +2, those who get 9 CGPA without studying much? Yes or no? You have to be one of that, okay? So please enjoy your life and also try to manage. And Professor Bulchandani, is it necessary to have 9 CGPA to get a job? No. You see, the best students are those who maintain 7.5 to 8 in their life, because that 0.2 CGPA help them to create, to explore, and become a better personality over a period of time. So if you study all the time, probably you are losing something. Am I right? So don't study 24 hours, but nevertheless, at least engage 75% of your time towards academic for sure. Now, moving apart, मैं और एक बार एक्चुअली सारे बच्चे, उनकी पापा मम्मी और शिक्षकों को एक्चुअली बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूँ. Because of those parents and your teachers, today you are here, and teachers are very far away. A huge round of applause to all the individuals. We may feel proud that we are a great individual today, but nevertheless, the sacrifice that your parents and teachers have made, that cannot be valued or counted. Now, moving back to academic life, please make sure that your communication starts from your MNIT Jaipur email ID from tomorrow morning. You are not going to use any Gmail and any Yahoo or any other email ID. Please make sure you are communicating through MNIT email ID. Have you all got your email IDs? No. When it will be available? Digital infrastructure? When it will be available? By tomorrow afternoon? Make sure before 12 noon, all the students are going to get their email ID, and at least in the afternoon, you are going to email in your own personal ID from tomorrow and feel proud of that, okay? The second important part, I could see some of you had put your ID card, but some of you, feel a bit shy to put your ID card because you feel, why the ID card is not there with you? I don't see your ID. Have you received the identity card? No worry, no worry. So Dean student, please make sure that all of them do have ID card before tomorrow afternoon, and from the evening onwards, probably they may have the ID card but not the ribbon or something, Make sure. These are the two things. Your identity as well as email card is important because ignorantly you may go out of campus and you may lost. You are not able to identify the location. So probably this ID card will help you. I know you are very smart. You have Google Map with you, you have iPhone with you, so you will not be lost. I am very sure about it. But nevertheless, being a parent, being a head of this institution, my request to you, please do not go out of the campus without your identity card. All right? Now, one more important part, please try to understand the flexibility on academic structure, which has been made available to you. Please take maximum advantage of that. Okay? Means, as Professor Dean Academic has mentioned, that there is a huge flexibility to aspire for new specialization through minors and majors. Because all of you are not BTech Computer Science, but you all wanted to have BTech Computer Science, but due to some reason, now you're in electrical, mechanical, metallurgy, civil engineering, anything, okay? So what you have to do, please make sure that if you are aspiring for a better branch, aspired in the past, but somehow you missed it, but at least earn a minor in computer science, or artificial intelligence, or electronics and communication, or mechanical engineering, or electrical engineering, anything that you love, that touch your heart. Okay, so that scope is available in this institution. So you are no way inferior to any IITs as of today, as per the academic curriculum is concerned. But is it easy, the way our Dean Academic has mentioned, that you can earn a minor in honors? Is it easy to earn a minor? Yes or no? No, sir. Very good. So, how do you make it easy? It is possible. It is not impossible because only 4 to 5 courses that you have to add. And during your third year, you must be a happy man. Then only you can earn minors. Otherwise, your worry will be how to maintain your CGPA, how to carry out those back papers. So probably you will be in a great trouble. So what you have to do, from the first year onwards, please stretch a little bit till third semester, and then from the fourth and fifth semester onwards, you can relax, moderate, and sixth and seventh semester, you can have some minors easily. But if you do not work hard from the first semester itself, okay, and be a happy man, okay, don't carry any frustration. Even if you get 7 CGPA, it is fine. But make sure that you put continuous effort to manage your CGPA, because Professor Bulchandani, if you have 4.5 CGPA or 5.5 CGPA, probably he will not be able to help you, all right? So you need to have at least 7 CGPA to get into a good company, all right? So what you have to do, you have to start with close to 7.5, so that even though there is some bit of oscillation, still you will be able to manage. Is it okay? Please make sure that you speak to your parents at least for 5 minutes a day. Is it possible? Even if you are not able to speak to your parents, at least send a message that you are doing very well. Is it acceptable? I know you will say yes, but I don't know how many of you will follow strictly. But please make sure that you do it, okay? The next important point is that whenever you are in trouble, please try to know to whom to approach. For example, let's say I do have some issues, I'm not able to identify the classrooms. What you will do, you will write to director to help me where is the classroom is. You must follow up the hierarchy, try to talk to your teachers, try to talk to your representative in the class, as well as the undergraduate chairmen, they are present in your department level. So you will be having a course coordinator the faculty coordinator, then they will have actually a departmental first year coordinator, he will be a professor, he or she, and then you will have chairmen who will be able to help you. And if it is not getting solved, then you can raise the bar to dean's level. And if it is not getting solved, then you'll raise the bar to director's level. And make sure 100% your problem will be solved forever. There is no doubt. I request all my dear students as well as their parents, whenever you feel bit of uncomfort about the campus on academic issues, mental issues, health issues, financial issues, please do not hesitate to write to your respective head of the departments, deans, and if not get solved, then you come out to the higher level, that is the director level, for getting it solved. Now, moving back actually, what this institution can give you in return. This institution now can give you return is a wonderful 880 student friends. You had actually a couple of friends before coming here, but today you have 800 friends. Please explore that circle to the best extent. Please explore. Because normally we are shy enough. I could see this looks like a classroom to me. All girls are here, all boys are there, and some parents are sitting there. Well, it's a kind of a serious classroom. Be relaxed, be happy, and make sure. Could you able to make some friends during the hall itself? Yes? Very good. Raise your hand, those who could make at least one friendship. Almost everyone. Wonderful, wonderful. Very good. So please try to increase that to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And don't limit your branch. Don't limit your hostel. Do not limit your corridor. Go beyond and try to have friendships. There is one more interesting interdisciplinary project proposal which is on the way. And most likely during your BTech final year, you can carry out BTech project which are not necessarily limit to your specialization, but you can go beyond specialization. So if you have good friendship from now, so probably you can team up 2 students from electronics, 2 students from computer science, and together probably you will be able to make a better team for your projects. And perhaps actually you can extend some of your thought processes in due course of time. Now, considering the limitation of time, and we are sorry that we are running late, probably we started a bit late, and we thought of completing at 8 p.m., but now it is almost 8:30, 8:45. So the parents especially, make sure that your stay is comfortable. All the parents, are you comfortable in Jaipur? Yes? Very good. So please let us know, and I'll request my Dean Faculty, Dean RNC, make sure that, parents, whenever they are actually having a bit of tough time, try to guide them and help them. And the guest house coordinator, I do not know he is there or not, Satish. So because you can talk to Satish, make sure all our families and friends, actually they are accommodated. We have limited guest house, so we may not be able to accommodate everyone, but the best possible way we'll try our level best to accommodate all of you. Now, before I conclude, what I want to say, let us all strive hard to take this institution to this next level. Today, we are on the ramp. Overall institute ranking, which was 92 last year, today we are at 62. And I wish you, being the ambassador of this institution, make sure you take this institution to next level, probably 62 to 52, 42, and 32, and so and so. Engineering ranking is going to be at 37 today, but don't feel satisfied about it. Make sure that we are at least below 25 in next 2 years' time, and at least before 15 when you graduate. That is the dream. And this is only possible if the perception of this institution changes. And you talk good about this institution. Am I right? So make sure that you talk good about this institution. You must be in Facebook. You must be in social media. Please feel proud. Don't say, I could not get IIT Bombay, I'm at MNIT. Sorry, dear. Don't say that. You say, I'm very happy, at MNIT, and I'm now excited and looking forward to a bright future in next couple of years to come. Okay? And I do have senior MBA students also in this hall, around 60 students, that's what I have been mentioned. And you all will be very happy to know that MBA department also can help you to take some of the courses for managerial angle. So please also take some of the electives in MBA departments, undergraduate students. You can also explore architecture. That is a unique school we do have. And there are a couple of centers, MRC, disaster mitigation. Is there any plan, Mahesh, actually, are you taking them across the campus? When it is planned? Okay. So are you excited about the campus? Very good. I think they're all happy now. They're settled, okay? So after a couple of days, they will miss their home also. I'm very sure about it. And with this note, last word, make sure that you are happy. Make sure that you're in touch with your parents and teachers. And anytime, any difficulties, please do not keep yourself or within yourself. Most of the time, nowadays, students do not feel comfortable to share their problems. Am I right? They always love to be alone. Please share your difficulties with us, and we are ready to listen to you. And as an academic institution, I am very sure MNIT Jaipur, to my best understanding, I am not supposed to say, after spending almost 25 years at IIT Roorkee, I feel MNIT Jaipur students are the best in this country, and they are actually really wonderful. So once again, congratulations. Welcome you all to this new campus of MNIT. And I'm very sure, as a family, we'll take this institution to next level. And you all must feel proud of being part of this MNIT Jaipur. Congratulations. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir. Your words of wisdom have benefited students immensely. It's apparent how your simple and profound advice has put students at ease and ready to embark on this new journey with confidence. Thank you, sir. I would now request Dr. Prerna Jain, Associate Dean Cultural, to please come up on stage and give a formal vote of thanks.
Respected Director, sir, the deans on the dais and off the dais, senior faculty members and my colleagues and dear students, welcome to MNIT. And I hope I can understand that you all are tired, but a little bit of vote of thanks is actually needed for all the people who have worked really very hard for the organization of this orientation program. And I'm also, first of all, I should thank all the deans for coming here and giving us the whole overview of the MNIT. And actually, we are living this life, but I've got to know today many things as well myself. So thank you very much. All the teams who have worked very hard, especially the teams who are working since morning till night from last 7 days for organizing each and every event, starting from yoga till this evening program. We have a 3-day orientation program in which we have a series of panel discussions, we have a wellness camp, we have physical exercises, yoga, meditation and aerobics in the early hours of the day. And then we have, in the last, we have the cultural night, and this cultural night has been organized by ICCR in our institute. So we are thankful to ICCR as well. The whole staff of student welfare, the whole faculty committee. There are so many names. All are working very hard and dedicated for organization of this orientation program. And the main highlight of this orientation program is wellness camp. I hope the batch today who went to the wellness camp enjoyed, and they got some insight into their strengths and weaknesses. We are actually working towards, I think we are proud to say that we are among one of the institutes in the country who has actually focused on this aspect of the students. I would appreciate if you give us a big round of applause for all the people here who have worked hard for organizing this, and also for all the volunteers You're just 1 year senior who are very excited. They also experienced this kind of orientation last year, which was the first edition. We have the second edition this year. And a big round of applause for all the volunteers for their excitement, dedication, and sincerity. Thank you very much. And I now request our Dean, Professor Mahesh Kumar Jat, to give memento to our Honorable Director, Professor Padi. So I think they are busy in getting the memento. So before that, let us have a national anthem. We can have a national anthem before that. Or should we wait? Okay. So the buses are ready to drop you all to MNIT. So let us all stand up for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I invite all the faculty members of MNIT Jaipur, deans,